Mo, on a scale of 1 to 10, how upset were you that Jalen Johnson was not named an All-Star starter?
You know, league be hating. It is what it is, though. Maybe like a 7 or 8. Can't be too upset, though.
Donovan, on a scale of 1 to 10,
Mm-hmm.
how upset were you that Karl Anthony Towns was not an All-Star starter?
0.
Is he going to make your All-Star team if it was up to you?
Listen, tap in. It was a C.
Hell no, he's not.
As you guys see
I'll
by the
tell you that
title,
for sure.
today we're here to make our official NBA All-Star list. We're going to do this building off of what was announced as the starters. We're going to make a group list where we take turns drafting a spot. We have 7 spots for each bench, which are now positionless, and then 3 injury alternates. So we'll be selecting 10 All-Stars for each division outside of the starters. And we'll see if one of us messes up for everybody else. Because like I said, it's a group list, so we're going to take turns. I have a few guys that I think I'm very, very sure they should be on my list.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling you guys disagree, so should be interesting.
Okay, let's see what we're thinking.
After that, we'll go through all the weekend's news like always on these Monday episodes. Appreciate you guys coming through. After this episode, once you guys check out our All-Stars, reacting to the news, make sure to check out Friday's episode in which we... What are we doing on Friday's episode? Why am I blanking?
I can't remember.
Oh,
It's been
it was
a
a good
while.
one. Yeah, it has been a while.
What do we do?
Thursday's episode, actually. I forgot. We post on Thursdays now instead of Friday. That's why we can't
you
remember.
tripped
It's
me
been
up.
an extra day. We talked about one thing we got wrong about every single NBA team this season. It was interesting. Clippers-
That was the episode. I didn't remember because I wasn't there because I don't get shit wrong. That makes so much sense. Okay, there we go. There you
I
go.
forgot. All you do is all hits, no misses. A couple things have been changing since then. Clippers keep going crazy. They keep going crazy. Hey, man. Maybe we were right about them in the first place. Put them from 5 to 7. They're
Yep.
back.
Nah.
We'll see.
Listen,
was crazy.
they played well. I saw somebody say it's like, if they go 15-3 during any stretch, I'll print this tweet out and I'll eat it. And then somebody quoted that tweet with a video of Kawhi, and he was like, well, you know.
Yeah. I know. on that note, maybe we'll see some Clippers featured on this list. Cue the intro music. Let's talk about our NBA All-Stars for 2026. We're throwing it back.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
He was bragging. I muted
The cranium is crazy. Oh my god. Crown eaters rejoice.
So let's jump straight into this by doing the Western Conference first. We'll go through the entire conference there, then the entire Eastern Conference. And I'll go first in drafting the first name on this list because I have to pick somebody I think is incredibly obvious. Somebody who I think was incredibly obvious as an all-star starter, who lost it because of the popularity contest, because the player who got picked above him is the most popular player in the last 30 years of NBA basketball. I'm putting Anthony Edwards on this list.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
He probably should have been a starter over Steph Curry, I think.
Yeah, makes sense. Anthony Edwards is having a career year every year. We've been saying this for the last like 2 years or so, and clearly this year he's taken the leap specifically, especially when it comes to like his finishing ability. He's developed a mid-range game, still wildly efficient from the 3-point line. Yeah, he should have been a starter.
Yeah, and I mean, listen, Curry's also been amazing. Curry's shown that he's of that old class of 3 GOATs of him, KD, and LeBron. He's the only one that's still a top 10 player. So I'm not like horribly mad at Steph Curry getting there. We can understand the popular vote that comes into it, and he's close enough to Ant that it's not crazy to me.
Yeah.
But if all things are equal, with how great Ant's been and improving, like you said, how the fact that the Timberwolves are meaningfully better than the Warriors, and in large part because of Ant carrying an offensive load, he's pretty clearly a starter to me.
Okay, so I think that's a good question. When it comes to like considering who should be an all-star, what does that like mean to you?
We should probably talk about that. So I don't care about team context quite as much as I do for all NBA in terms of like team success, games played, especially with how everybody gets hurt now. I really don't care that much about games played these days. It really is mostly individual excellence to me. And like, there's still some element of team successes like tiebreakers. Like, we're not going to give a 11 seed 3 All-Stars. You know, that thing in our head is still going to be there. But I don't care about that stuff nearly as much as I do for all NBA.
Okay. I feel like it's honestly for both, it's still a little bit like consistent for me.
Okay.
I don't think that there's a major drop off between the criteria between like all NBA or all star. You know, it's different because like obviously like you don't have like fans voting for all NBA, so all NBA is like more prestigious, especially because it's like across the whole season. But basically like if your team is playing well, I will look at certain teams and be like, yeah, they probably should have, you know, multiple. I'm not gonna force it, but
That's mostly what I mean.
right. But that is kind of like my baseline there.
Yeah, I know there's always like so-and-so team deserves X amount of All-Stars. I hate that talk. Normally I agree, but for some reason putting like deserves to it, I'm like, we don't have to do that because they're the 2 seed, you know? So, but we're pretty much in line. Was there while we're on this topic, anything else you guys disagreed with from the starters?
From the starters, Luka makes sense. Shea's undeniable, obviously, and Wemby and Jokic are undeniable as well. So I think that fares for me personally.
Okay. Now, Mo, your turn. We'll go around the room this way. Who gets number 2? Anthony Edwards is obvious. From here on, maybe there'll be a little bit more debate. Who is a clear-cut all-star to you?
Clear-cut all-star number 2. This is hard. I think personally, I have to go with. Now, I think it might be like a little bit too early. I'm not necessarily saying he's like the second best player right behind Anthony Edwards on this list, but Jamal Murray has to be an all-star this year, man.
Okay.
And I think he's like top of mind when it comes to guys who like certainly deserve it. When we're talking about what like having a career year means, Jamal Murray has been doing that throughout the entirety of the season, and he like whatever we've seen throughout the last few years when it comes to him being in the playoffs, it's carried on here. He's come into the offseason for the first time, healthy as ever. There's been so many questions, so many like people like me, you, and everybody else on the internet criticizing how much he is and what type of player he is without someone like Nikola Jokic, who just amplifies everything. And he just continues to just level up, be a above average passer, be like an actual hub and engine himself offensively, while also not declining as a scorer and being able to be a focal point of a team, which is a lot, and not a lot of people can do that.
Yeah, I don't think it's crazy. I think outside of Ant, once you start going through these reserves, if you look at me and you tell me that Jamal Murray has had the best guard season remaining, okay, like we can
in the
talk,
West, okay.
right? We can talk about it. And for all the reasons that you said, like the leveling up and the fact that like we're getting playoff Jamal Murray all the time now, every single night.
Yeah, we showed these numbers in our last episode when we talked about one thing we got wrong about every single team. Because the thing I said I got wrong about the Nuggets was, to what you just mentioned, I completely doubted Jamal Murray's ability to be the main engine of a team without Nikola Jokic. I said, once those dribble handoffs from Nikola Jokic's 300-pound chest go away, what happens to you? Let me see. They've been gone for a long time now. It's been like 3 weeks since he got hurt, and he is having one of the most efficient scoring seasons in the NBA. 44% from 3 is ridiculous. You add in the 47% from long mid-range and 45% from short mid-range. Just an amazing 3-level scoring season.
Yeah.
And like I really can't exaggerate how insane it is that they really managed to stay afloat while losing Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, and he's been that special. He's been that special. And one of the things that we've always like constantly talked about was how, man, whenever Nikola Jokic is on the bench, that let us know what type of player that Jamal Murray was, and they would always constantly like lose the Jamal Murray minutes. Now, of course, we're not gonna act like the Nuggets didn't just get better all around.
Yeah.
But Jamal Murray is like the epitome of why they're so much better without Jokic on the floor.
Look at this chart here of the best shooters in the NBA this season that Automatic NBA made. It's total points added on pull-up threes, catch and shoot threes, free throws, long twos as of January 19th, 2026. And it's a aggregate of all those stats, right? Steph Curry's obviously toward the top of the list, as you'd expect. Shea's high up there. Con Knipple, Kevin Durant, Tyrese Maxey. Above all those names is Jamal Murray at number 1.
By a wide margin.
By 40 points added by, I'm assuming that's like per 75 possessions. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's been on top of his game, and so I think like the Nuggets right now, I mean, and again, like we talked about it last time, kind of moving into OKC has their spot, but I picked Denver at the beginning of the year to come out the West. They might be in the driver's seat if he's playing like this going into the playoffs. I'd probably go in there saying like they are the favorites over OKC.
Oh, especially with how banged up OKC is. Like if J-Dub doesn't come back at 100%, and obviously Hartenstein and Caruso are hurt right now too, which is also a huge reason why they've been losing games. Just dropped 2 games at home for the first time back-to-back since 2023.
Wow, man.
Uh-oh. If they're not going to be fully healthy, the Nuggets are on their ass.
Facts.
Who was your first pick, Donovan?
Thank you. You made my pick very easy. I would take Kevin Durant here.
Nice.
Okay. Then you know what? I'll double up because they have 2 All-Stars. I'm going to go Şengün.
Okay.
Let's talk about both of them together.
Thank you.
First team with 2 All-Stars.
Yep. They get to... Don, why Kevin Durant come to your mind first?
It's Kevin Durant. Like he's going to wake up and he's going to give you the most efficient 26, 27 points per game that you will ever see. He's still shooting 40% from 3. He's still like, for all the things that we talk about in terms of like, oh wow, KD's taking a step back. Yeah, from being one of like the 3 best players in the world, one of like the 3 all-time scorers that we are, 80% of Kevin Durant is still better than 90% of the league.
Yeah.
And every single night you see just how much, especially in moments where Şengün has been hurt, you see just how much Houston relies on him for their offense and how much that he has leveled them up. If you look at the way that Houston played last year and the strict, like, we're going to get out the mud, and like our offense is 100% based on the fact that we know we're going to miss shots too.
Yeah.
So we have to figure out a way to combat that. They got Kevin Durant so that they can no longer miss shots. And he's been doing a great job of that. So he's hands down like a pick.
Yeah. Very weird team right now. They're feeling the effects of losing Fred VanVleet. The same thing we thought would happen preseason has really borne fruit. They're a strange team that is obviously very high mid-range attempts when you have a guy like Şengün who isn't a high-volume three-point shooter and the most, I don't know, at-will rim finisher. He's going to have his floater range shots. Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant. They play through a style of play you'd expect with those two unique talents. And I think a lot has been made of the weaknesses of this team that might come playoff time. But nevertheless, they have these two guys carrying the load offensively 100%. The fact they can flank them with so many elite defenders, the fact they can start a point guard that can't shoot and can't handle the ball terribly well, says a lot about these two guys and the load they can carry offensively. Obvious all-stars.
Yeah, I agree.
Including Şengün. Şengün is just as clear of an all-star. We're focusing on Kevin Durant, and I know Şengün missed some time of equal importance to this offense.
And I think like for Şengün, it's cool seeing the rise and the ascension for him because like KD, anytime you think of all-star, he's just gonna be on the list until he's like done playing, right? He is in that Steph Curry combo. But Şengün, for the last couple years, been a guy where it's like, all right, well, is he going to make it? Like, he's right on that line. And now for this season, I don't think that if you don't have Şengün on your list, I genuinely think that there's a problem with your all-star list.
Wow.
And so I do think that he has moved into that territory where he is a no-doubter all-star for the way that he's playing.
I'm going to steal what you just said. If you don't have Chet Holmgren on your list, I think your all-star list is wrong, and I think it is not valid.
I am so glad you didn't force me to have to pick him. I thought you might disagree.
Nah.
I'm so glad I didn't have to be the one to go to bat for him.
Now, you guys know, I'm not going to say I'm not the highest on Chet, but compared to you two...
No, I think you think he's like less than a human being.
Nah.
I think you think he deserves less rights.
Nah. Not as bad, but you're not far off. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I look at Chet Holmgren and I'm just like, yeah, dude, I don't know how someone like him can't be an all-star. If the season was to end today, he's getting my vote, technically speaking, based off of games played when it comes to defensive player of the year. Obviously, it's him and Wemby, but Wemby's whole different other conversation. Chet Holmgren is OKC's defense, and seeing him just get progressively better offensively year in and year out, just by a tad, is impressive to me. And when you have someone who can do so many things on the court, cover all layers and all levels the defensive end, while also continues like being one of the better stretch bigs, means something. Now, of course, I think a lot of people, or at least OKC fans right now as we speak, aren't necessarily the happiest when it comes to his progression and how his handle isn't still allowing him to like access certain spots on the court. But nonetheless, I still think he's one of the more valuable, one of the 5 valuable players at his position in the entire league. So he deserves to be an all-star. Without him, like OKC's there, he's a big part of their identity.
Yeah, I mean, he's a highly efficient 22 points per 75. I think because of minutes, he's at like 19 points per game right now, or it's like 18. I forget exactly because he doesn't play. Yeah,
he's at 17 points right
17
now.
Okay. Because he plays 29 minutes per game. So per 75 possessions, 22 points per game at 65.5% true shooting. To be a DPOY level player and to have that efficient of a 22 per 75, that's crazy. That's a clear all-star. If any other player of his caliber defensively was averaging those type of scoring numbers with 38% from 3, so like you said, provide real stretch 5 abilities, clearest all-star ever. If Evan Mobley did this offensively, we'd be thrilled.
Facts. And all-star is really interesting because like up until this point, we get so caught up in like the game to game and like the progression, or like, are you meeting whatever expectations or standards and these like ideas that we thought that you could be coming into the season. And then you take a step back and you look over the last like 40 something games and you're like, oh, you're actually pretty good at this. You're a pretty solid dude
for your role as being.
I thought you was a bum, man.
You're pretty good. Like for being a big man next to an MVP guard that's in charge of the defense, and to be everything you want from a big next to that type of guard, you really can't ask much more. Well, obviously, if you want to be one of the best players in the world, you'd ask for him to have the strength of Şengün, the handle of Kevin Durant, all these things that would be nice to see him progress to. This is a pretty goddamn good floor.
Yeah.
And also, one C tax. You're getting two all.
You're getting a second
You have
All-Star.
to.
And
You
with
have
J-Dub
to.
taking himself out of the running, it's pretty clearly Chet. This is not really any conversation.
Yeah, it's not close at all.
Now, Scotty Barnes did put him on body bag with the game on the line last game. But that's because Scotty Barnes is one of the strongest human beings on the planet Earth. Scotty Barnes is a ridiculous feat of strength. But okay, Chet Holmgren there, number 5. 2 spots left of our reserves. Me and Donovan both have 1. Donovan, where are we going?
We will go the shooter, James Harden.
James Harden
James
made it.
Harden?
Okay.
I'm going James Harden.
Damn,
Okay.
you put me in a tough spot.
Harden? Okay.
I'm going Harden.
You put me in a tough spot. You know why?
Why?
Kawhi Leonard has to be on here. Kawhi Leonard has been obviously better than James Harden now. And I'm sure the games played is your main reason. You can talk about it. I don't want to put both of them on there because that means somebody good has left off.
2 All-Stars?
Kawhi has to be an all-star, I think.
And I think that's
man.
I think it's okay. But I think that when you look at this Clippers team and the fact that to my hate, they are rising up the standings again. 21 and 24. They're in the 10th seed right now. They have eyes locked in on Portland to get the 9th seed. And for a team that, and it's weird because when Harden was playing at his best, the team sucked.
Yeah.
And then now, obviously, it's tailed off a little bit, and Kawhi has came in, done his thing. The team has elevated a little bit, but that first half of the season was legitimately amazing stuff from James Harden, and it was a level above what we saw last year when we were like, hey, James Harden is actually rejuvenated, and I do think that now that Kawhi has helped him out a little bit and made the case a little bit better for this team that's 3 games under 500, I think for a majority of the season, James Harden has been one of the better guards in the Western Conference, and that's where I'm gonna go.
I was gonna have James Harden as my first alternate, and to everything you said is completely fair. Like he's very worthy of the case, and it's such an awkward thing to be the guy who held his team afloat when Kawhi wasn't there, when he wasn't 100%, and did a damn good job of holding that offense together by strings. When he was keeping them afloat, they were sinking. So if that was just a part of the season we were looking at, it'd be like, okay, so this is a guard on the Kings. They were one of the worst teams in the NBA, and they turned it around because of Kawhi. And I'm like, logically, that doesn't make a lot of sense. But we do know he's James Harden, and we do know they weren't bad because of him. And it's not like he's been playing poorly as of late. So I understand it.
He kind of hasn't been. He's been playing poorly as of late.
Okay, yeah.
Dude,
I didn't want to say he fell completely, but it's not the same.
14 games, he's been averaging a cool 24 points, but on 37% from the field and 27% from the 3-point line.
I didn't know it was that bad.
He's tailed off completely now.
For James Harden standards, and this will be in defense of him.
Yeah.
We gave up on efficiency a long time.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
We're talking about can you get Bucky?
Man,
Can
fuck
you do
this
this?
list.
Now I will say, when it
I
comes to
think he's
efficiency
here.
and James
I think
Harden,
he's on
it doesn't necessarily matter because he does so many other things. His ability to just get up shots and create for others is what's more important. But still, 6th pick is kind of nuts to me.
I'm
It's
not
kinda
gonna lie. You
nasty.
fucked the list because I think Kawhi Leonard, the level he's played on, he has to be on there. I cannot let Devin Booker not be on here after how good he's carried the Suns to, which he's carried to is the wrong word. They're really good because of a team defense, and Jordan Knox instilled amazing principles, and they play through Devin Booker, but not entirely rely on him as a scorer. So not to say he's carrying them individually like a Shea carries their offense.
Go ahead, put him there.
But the Suns deserve an all-star, for doing that deserve thing. And Devin Booker's played good enough in that role that requires a lot of him.
You can do this because why don't you put Kawhi at 7? Knowing that he's not going to be there. And then we could put Book as the alternate one. That's essentially the next spot.
Sure, in reality, that's fine. But the spirit of it, if we're caring about who deserves to get the first nod before an alternate, they both 100% deserve it, I think.
Say it then.
No.
I don't know. Because
That's nasty.
How much?
Put Book there.
So how much do you value team success? Because if you look at the side-by-side production, 57.8% true shooting percentage for Devin Booker, 63.3 for Kawhi on 4 more points for 75 possessions.
It's not even close.
More efficient from pretty much every spot of the court. He's been insane. He's the better player easily. Kawhi's been playing at a top 10 level again.
100% he is.
He's played, I think, 26 games right now. 300 less minutes than Devin Booker. That's
Don't
meaningful.
care.
That's not the biggest difference in the world.
No,
Devin Booker's actively hurt right now.
Yeah, I mean, he rolled his ankle against the Atlanta Hawks and had to leave, I think, late 3rd or early 4th.
So by the time the All-Star game comes around, those minutes might even out. Actually, no, 300 minutes. That's about 10 games.
Nah.
Never mind. He's not going to miss. Well, he might. They're going to reevaluate him in 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
That's an ankle sprain. How often have you seen a player come back from an ankle sprain in 1 week?
That's true.
So it might be longer. But as of today, he's played 300 more minutes and a better team.
Say it.
I can't do it. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna go Kawhi and Devin Booker. I'm sorry, Suns fans. I'm sorry. Blame Donovan for putting James Harden on there. I can't not acknowledge this Kawhi Leonard run just because I don't know how many more we're gonna get of this. I don't know how often we're gonna see Kawhi be one of the best players in the world like he is right now, and I have to acknowledge it. So here we are. Kawhi Leonard gets the 7th spot. Devin Booker is down to injury alternates.
Donovan,
Blame
you proud
Donovan.
of this? You're fucking up this list. You don't take this shit seriously, man. That's a goddamn issue. Come over here on a fucking Monday just to ruin our goddamn list. I have no intentions of making good stuff, man. Fuck.
So Devin Booker, your first alternate.
He has to be. He can't be like number 2 at all. I can't let him just slide continuously. Fuck. I had different plans for this list. God damn it, bro.
All right, Donovan, continue to be a list terrorist. Where are you going with alternate 2? How else will you fuck us?
Now I have to play to the crowd and try to win support back. We're gonna go with your man,
Leave me alone,
Mr. LeBron James.
Ah, you're bogus. You're bogus, man.
Okay.
Okay. Real talk. Because the actual thing is like, are we gonna put LeBron in and have like, are we really gonna have an All-Star game without LeBron?
Yeah.
Or are we going to give Austin Reeves a nod here?
He hasn't played enough games. My line was 25 games that
Okay.
you need to play. So Austin Reeves can't get there for me. But if you want to, I'm already dispelling games played to some extent. 25 is not a lot. If you want to go all the way, Austin Reeves has clearly been better than LeBron.
Because it's like, if your line is 25, and I understand that's your line, that's your boundary, we have to acknowledge it. He's at 23 games, right? So it's like, it's right there.
And he's coming back, I think, on Wednesday against the Cavs is his first day. People
He
thinking
can
about
get
coming
to
back.
25 games. And so that's my only question of like, and we can talk about it, whether or not like LeBron actually gets this pick or not, if it's LeBron or Reeves, because Reeves, we've talked about it all year. He like, it's weird because he's like a Laker, and at the beginning of the year, it was very, very clear because he's scoring really crazy. I think we've all acknowledged that Austin Reeves has gotten like marginally better. I don't know if everybody has acknowledged his actual standing in the league.
Mm.
And so looking at him and saying you are a top 25 player, top 20 player, whatever it is, that's something that is right now it's like, yeah, whatever, like that's cute. But it's like, no, like sit down, actually think about it. Think about the ways that he can score. Think about the offense that he can lead as a scorer and as a playmaker. Think about the fact that he can be the second fiddle to Luka. And if you put him in line with the other second fiddles that he's had, it's Jalen Brunson, it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Austin Reeves, and he's right there. So if you want to go Reeves over LeBron, I'm cool with that. And then if Adam calls up LeBron, it's like, yeah, we'll make a spot for you, right? Then we can do that. But I do think that Austin Reeves deserves to be an alternate.
I think
An injury replacement, he can have that.
so. In terms of practicality, Austin Reeves would have to come back on Wednesday and play every game until the All-Star break. So he finishes with like 28 to 30 games. I don't know how many games are left before the All-Star break, but probably like 6 or 7, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
So that would have to happen, and we have to legitimately get down to 1 or 2 alternates for them to actually pick him. That's not impossible. And I guess for our purpose of our list of deciding what we want to do, this doesn't matter any actual rules. Do you want to reward LeBron James for being the GOAT and for getting it together after that first month and being important to this team at some games being more important than Luka in the fourth quarter? Or reward Austin Reeves for clearly making that leap and they got robbed from him by a bad injury, but we know he's at that level? Either one is kind of some like intrinsic like participation award type thing.
Yeah.
Who would you rather give it to in terms of what you think matters for representation?
Me personally, I'm going with LeBron, obviously, because I'm going with NBA history. We've seen Kobe get All-Star games super late in his career when clearly, like, no one would say he's like an All-Star level player.
But that was
way past his
also,
prime.
and which to me is one of the more interesting things, is that with like Kobe and with a lot of the older guys, like they were getting in either because one, it's their last year, they've announced this their last year, and the NBA is like, okay, now that you have said it, we'll put you in. LeBron didn't make it on the fan vote, which was great. That's the most interesting thing to me, where it's like, oh wow, listen, man, you really don't run these streets anymore.
And you know what? It's kind of weird because they had that year 23 patch on all his jerseys. Yeah. They're treating every year like
which is
the last
so
one.
fugazi, by the way. That's the that's
I thought so too.
That's actually lame.
I thought it was lame, but then I thought about it. They're gonna do it again for year 24 and year 25, and it's gonna be a thing where like nobody's ever played this long. Every year you get that commemorative thing. I kind of don't hate it. At first, I was
Why
like,
is
why
it Fugazi?
23? He hasn't said since last year. It's so weird.
Yeah.
But if you just keep doing it, like you just continue to acknowledge the unprecedentedness. All right.
Why is it Fugazi?
Because either way, like I think the only way it would not be Fugazi is if one, they did it from the start of the season.
I understand that.
The fact that it was like midway through the season, they're like, okay, we're gonna make this patch. That's one. Two, also the lack of announcement that it's gonna be your last year. Then like if you say it at the beginning of the year, cool, I'll live with it. Starting to try and do this, like I'm gonna live with it either way. But like,
I know, it really doesn't matter at all. It's a patch.
Fine. It's fine.
Fugazi for a patch is a hilarious stance.
It is just so like just propping yourself up. Like
I don't know if he decided this. I don't know if he's the one that did this.
Yeah, like he was in a lab of clutches. Yeah,
Give me a
man.
patch.
I promise you, somebody probably came to him with the idea. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's tough. That's tough."
Yeah. I'm sure the league office is like, we'd like to commemorate this. What do you think about this? I'm like, all right. I don't know
Why
if it's
not?
self-aggrandizing. If anything, it's glaze from the league. But
It's self-glazed. It's self-glazed.
he didn't
And he
decide. this, I'm
deserves
sure.
it too. Why not?
I know. If you're ever gonna glaze anybody, it's the end of LeBron James' career.
First of all, stop glazing yourself. And
He does not run Nike or the NBA.
I promise you, if LeBron said, "Nah, I don't want to wear the patch," they're not going to put a gun to LeBron's head and say,
Well,
"Wear
it's
the patch."
It's not
Yeah.
self-aggrandizing to say yes to an idea. It's not like he made it up.
Yes, it is.
What?
Your participation in this idea
All right.
is self-aggrandizing.
Oh my gosh.
You are self-glazing to a ridiculous level.
Okay.
You might be clinically ill.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
You need help. LeBron James, Ultimate 2, I guess. We'll go there. We'll side with history.
Yes, sir.
Last spot I have on
Straight
here.
jerking.
I don't want to get doxxed. I don't want to have my life ended. I'm going to put Denny Avdia at number 7 before they
See?
come for me in the comments.
And this is what I was trying to. You said I messed up the list on purpose. This is what I was trying to avoid. I was trying to have something to where maybe even we can have Austin Reeves here, because I don't think that Denny Avdia should be an All-Star.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel good about it either. But as a third alternate, that's like a reality. You know, he was really high in the fan vote.
Yeah.
Adam Silver, if there's 3 alternates, he'd probably give it to Denny Avdia. So I'm also didn't consider him for the top 7. I just don't think he's that good. But he's done a good job with managing his usage and taking on a difficult role. Not everybody can step into that usage. I know everybody says you give any of these NBA players 20 shots a game, they'll produce so-and-so. Not really. Not everybody can do that. It's hard to maintain decent league average efficiency while scaling up like that. So third alternate, I'll give him a nod. That means he's that's 10, the 15th best player in his conference this year. I can live with that.
You want to talk about fugaziness? That's this right here.
I mean, he does just run into people a lot, but you know,
I don't know why.
it's not unimpressive.
I just noticed that.
No, it's Bush League. Like,
Bro.
it's crazy.
There's plenty of players that have reckless hits on themselves and the people that we don't hate. So I'll give him alternate 3.
The one thing I noticed about his
It's
game that I
so
just can't
crazy.
stand right now, bro, he has no left hand at all. It's just straight bulldozing to the right every single time.
It really is like 2017 Giannis, but you're smaller. So it's like,
great player.
yeah,
Still, but
it really like,
Man.
it is an astounding level of throwing your body around.
yeah.
The way that you joked and then also became serious about, like, I don't know, Trae Young hasn't been the same since they changed the foul baiting rules.
Yeah,
He's a different player since they changed the rules to allow people to throw your shoulder into people.
Oh, you're right.
Going downhill.
Did you see that Thinking Basketball video?
Yeah.
Where he was talking about how this season they've really allowed offensive players to use their elbow, use their shoulders, completely manhandle people going to the rim and like create contact.
Yeah.
That has birthed Denny as a 20-point per game scorer.
There's so many plays where you have this style of basketball where like, and the game is so wide open. You have so many opportunities for people to have just straight line drives, one-on-one situations, and you're able to create contact like never before. And so Denny is taking full advantage of it. So one, if you are going to scam within the rules, and he's doing it. So shout out to you for doing
That's
that.
why he's there. Exactly.
And I do understand that. However, I do hope that like our list has some sort of like ethics committee so that we can take this out. This is ridiculous.
The hard part is that a lot of people do that. Like obviously Shea's killing people with that. Tyrese Maxey's doing a lot of that too, throwing his elbows into people. But those guys have secondary skills. They're gifted scorers, extremely like the speed and like technique of Tyrese Maxey as a driver is also there. Good 3-point shooter. Shea's one of the best mid-range shooters of all time. Denny really is halfback dive man right now. Like he really does.
It's crazy.
But he's also a talented driver that creates good driving angles. And like you said, that's the rule say. He takes advantage of it. So again, I will give him alternate 3.
Okay.
It's so lucky.
But there's a reason we didn't talk about him for the top 7, which some people would want us to.
You could never live in the 90s.
Come on now.
Oh no, he's the definition of you couldn't play in the 90s for sure. Without those rules, without the engaging contact, he's definitely what people think Shea is.
Nah,
But again, the rules allow it, and he's done a good job of it.
I don't like it.
I'll give it to him.
It fares.
Moving over to the East, Mo, you're up next. Who gets your first reserve spot in the Eastern Conference?
First reserve spot deserves
Trae
to.
Young?
Do you want to die today? Donovan Mitchell, congratulations. He's averaging like 29 points a game so far this year, 5 assists, wildly efficient still, of course, as usual. He's shooting like 10 threes a game on 38% from there as well. Like, he's just insane. He's the backbone of the Cleveland Cavaliers. I saw a stat the other day where when he scores like 35 points or something like that, the Cavs are like 10-1 or 11-1 or whatever, which obviously is like, nitpicky a little bit or whatever. But still, like, regardless of the fact, through all the inconsistencies that the Cavs have faced, whether it be through guys like DeAndre Hunter or even bigger than that, Darius Garland continuously going in and out, Jared Allen and the ebbs and flows of naturally his game over the last his entire Cleveland Cavaliers career, really. And then the whole Evan Mobley question just always looming, people waiting for the quote-unquote leap. Donovan Mitchell's going to answer the question every single time, be the face of this organization, give you constant buckets, and do whatever is necessary, really, to lead you to wins.
That tweet was so it was so funny because I saw somebody quote that tweet and they were like, wait, so that means that when he doesn't score 35, they're 17 and 19.
Yeah.
They have to have an all-time D Mitch season and an all-time D Mitch game for them to even be competitive. And I think like moving forward, we'll see how the Cavs progress. Like they've played better. As of late, the sky is not falling. It doesn't feel like it's falling as much as it did like really, really early in the season. But at the same time, if we have the second half of the season and you still need D Mitch to score every single point, especially with Darius Garland, who's probably going to be battling a toe injury for the rest of the year now, how does that really stack up? Like team-wise, I don't know. But D Mitch is like, I think there's an argument for him to have been a starter.
Over Maxey?
Yeah, I think there's
maybe.
I could understand that.
If the Cavs are a better team and they lived up to the hype of what they should have been before all the injuries and before the clear subtractions talent-wise that we didn't account for, if they were the top 3 seed, he would have got over Maxey.
Mm-hmm.
But Maxey's playing 40 minutes a night, averaging 29.9 points, so he's going to get up there.
How long do we think that can last, by the way? Like 40 minutes is...
It's like 38, I think, realistically. I don't know. Like he's done it for 50 games. He probably can do it for 82. Now, playoffs, would he burn out? I'm sure, because schedule gets condensed, it gets harder. But I think he can clearly do it for 82. He's shown that. He has pretty gifted fatigue. Stamina. I was like, what's the opposite of fatigue? I couldn't remember. I said it twice. He has pretty gifted stamina, clearly.
Yeah. Fatigue resistance.
Yeah, I was going to say that legitimately. I couldn't remember what I was going to say. Anti-fatigue or whatever. But no, if you can do it for 50 games, you can probably do it for 82.
Yeah.
With an All-Star break coming up, why not?
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
It's outrageous. Okay, so Donovan Mitchell's a clear spot here. To me, there's a clear next one that your pick, Donovan. After that, it gets pretty gross in the Eastern Conference. I'm not going to lie. The rest of the All-Stars after this one are going to be pretty sick.
I really don't know where to go here.
Really?
It's kind
There's one obvious one.
I'll go with Scotty here.
There you go. That's the obvious one to me. Scotty Barnes has to be on here.
Okay.
And from here on forward, oh man, we are going to have some sick conversations.
It's just some guys.
There's just some guys for the rest of this list.
Listen, man, I don't like the way y'all talking right now.
Okay, so Scotty Barnes is on here. They're an incredibly great team defensively that we talked about it when they added Brandon Ingram. They're going to slot Scotty Barnes into a better role for him offensively where he isn't tasked with nearly as much half-court shot creation burden, and I think that's played dividends. He's gotten more efficient than last year. As again, the team construction is better. Amazing, brilliant defensively. Just got them a win over OKC with a clutch defensive possession. He's that guy. One of the best two-way players on this list.
Mm-hmm. It's funny. Every time we talk about the Raptors, it never feels like we're overly positive.
Yeah.
And then like I'll go back and I'll watch the Raptors. I'm like, hey, like look at them. They won the game. Like it's like you look up and they're the 3 seed right now, half a game over the Knicks, like half a game behind the Celtics for the 2 spot. Like
it's tough because we started the season pretty positive with them, acknowledging them, and then we had a couple episodes where we were talking about some flaws that came out when RJ Barrett was hurt. And like some general fit stuff with their bad contracts that the conversation skewed negative and made it sound more negative. And of course, Raptors fans noticed because they're Raptors fans. So I understand we're not nearly as negative as it sounded for those couple episodes, but we were also in the point of those episodes, we were explicitly talking about negative things, questions for the team and stuff like that. But yeah, we're not negative on them. It's also tough though because they're that 3 seed because some of the teams we expect to be better just completely fucking fell apart. So they've kind of felt like somebody has to be the 3 seed, but they do their job. They're a great defensive team. They're well coached. The Brandon Ingram thing worked. Manuel Quickly's playing well over the last week.
Yeah.
Mamu's one of the best value signings in the league this season as a as a veteran minimum, being one of the best stretch bigs in the league. Solid team.
I'll tell y'all.
And Scotty Barnes gets the clear nod. Number 3, like we said, now it's just some guys.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna do
What
Joel Embiid.
Okay, I was about to say.
Joel Embiid. 26 games played, crosses my threshold that I created only for him. You wonder where the 25 games came from? It was to get Joel Embiid on this list. Joel Embiid is once again playing like one of the best bigs in the league. He is scoring incredibly well. He'll probably never move quite the same defensively to being elite, but he's not bleeding value left and right there to make up, to like take away what he's done offensively. He's been incredible. He's getting to the rim again. He dunked a couple days ago, first time of the season, I think they said. Shooting really well, being a force, drawing double teams, has a great chemistry with Tyrese Maxey in the dribble handoffs. And for the rest of the list, being a lot of guys who either didn't play a lot of games or aren't that good, I'm going Joel Embiid.
Hey, man, am I like starting to feel crazy in a year full of disappointments all around in the Eastern Conference? Could this be the year where they just make it to the finals? Is that like an asinine thought?
Asinine thought, no. Just because, like you said, there's a lot of disappointments. The Cavs can be got. If Tatum doesn't come back, the Celtics are...
No, it's crazy.
If Tatum doesn't come back, the Celtics don't have the big man talent that I say for sure they have to win. They're probably the favorites, but they can be got clearly from a talent level. The Pistons have their flaws, and it sounds like they're going to stand pat and not get any more shot creation or shooting. Makes them gettable. Everybody is just gettable enough that if Joel Embiid's healthy and Tyrese Maxey plays really well, there's a world where it could happen. They're not the most likely. They're probably like the 4th or 5th most likely.
Yeah.
But this is definitely a season where the 5th most likely team can win this conference.
I don't know. I feel like they're slowly going towards the top for me. Again, I think overall, if I was like have a hardline taker stance, they are probably around 4th or 5th. But you can convince me 3rd with the way these guys are playing. Once VJ just starts getting more consistent. Tyrese Maxey has been an all-star. He's an all-star starter, obviously, and he's very deserving of that spot. Joel Embiid and all the other pieces around him just make sense more than ever. Once again, it's hard to not think of them as like finals contenders in this conference.
Using that word makes it sound icky because they're not finals contenders level, but with how open it is, you're right. Joel Embiid playing well helps. Tyrese Maxey being a star helps. VJ has crushed through the rookie wall. He's a legit, very good defender for a guard, good at fighting over screens. Feels like the most clutch 3-point shooter in the world. Every time they need a big shot in the fourth quarter, I feel like he hits it, including this game against the Knicks, which was a great game that we saw. And the one underrated thing about them, I've been paying attention to this a lot as a Lakers fan because it is the worst thing about the Lakers. This team has a lot of athletic wings.
Yes.
They have some size. Paul George is still 6'8" with a big wingspan, can still defend. They have a lot of guys, Quentin Grimes, VJ Edgecombe, Dominic Barlow, Trenton Watford, Kelly Oubre.
Yes.
They have guys between 6'5" and 6'9" that can all move and defend and run in transition. When they're healthy with Joel Embiid clicking, it feels like a good supporting cast there.
And that's what I'm saying. I think they have something that every single other team in the Eastern Conference don't necessarily have to this degree, which is a plethora of very quality wings. Obviously, you have the star players, but Kelly Oubre makes a difference to me. Paul George, obviously, when he's healthy and he's in the right mindset too, makes such a tremendous difference. Makes such a tremendous difference. And then whatever VJ is going to get you alongside the star stuff that Maxey and Embiid, who's obviously like the biggest X factor, fucking probably in NBA history, matters.
And this is how people get addicted to stuff. Like
we're just saying to the fitness team.
Sorry, man. My expectations are growing
because it starts with like, 4th or 5th best odds. And then we're going to wait a little bit longer. And it's like, well, you think about it. If Embiid's healthy, they really have like the 3rd or 2nd best odds. and next thing you know.
But wouldn't you agree to that statement? Wouldn't that be true?
If the crux of that wasn't if Embiid stays healthy, then yes. But knowing that if I take this drug, I'm going to go crazy and I'm going to lose my mind. We are putting ourselves right back.
What if you plan to take it around like a trip and you know that something's gonna happen? You kind of like make sure you're in a nice confined space. You're admitting that you're sick.
You got somebody with you. Somebody. Never mind. But I don't think it's that crazy. I think we're being pretty conservative with our glaze. I think it's fine to say
he just asked if they can make the finals.
That's not. I don't think that's crazy. I'm just asking a question.
Again, this is an indictment on the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
This is not fully 76ers.
I do think it is.
It is truly a horrible conference right now. In the past, when you said that, they at least had
it's
the Celtics being dominant. Last year, the Cavs won 64 games. There's straight shitters out there, and then a team in the Pistons that scream, we need to get another shot creator, or we're going to go out like a normal young team who doesn't have quite enough around their star. There is no reason to be confident in anybody in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah,
It's
nasty work. Man.
Still, even in bad conferences, making the finals is really, really hard, and it is like it's a deep playoff run. And I don't know if I have the utmost faith in Embiid and his health, or just Paul George. Like if Embiid does go out and he's not healthy, can Paul George now elevate himself again?
Yeah.
Is VJ going to be fine in his first playoffs? Like there's so many questions that I have around the Sixers making a deep run for this year, to where I do think even the idea of asking the question, can they make the finals, is
I was going to say, we're not even saying the answer is yes. You hate the idea of asking the question.
It's just a question, yeah.
We don't even disagree. You just feel the need to put the fucking knife in their heart and drive it in. Who's the next All-Star?
It's a lot.
Man, okay. So again,
this is clear hating. It's hilarious.
next All-Star.
Also,
okay.
I'm happy that we stole the game on Sunday. That was great.
That was a great game. It was crazy.
No, it was fantastic.
You guys tried to lose it, so did they.
Next All-Star, to no surprise, I'm taking Jalen Johnson. He's fully back. He survived the catastrophe of CJ McCollum. He went on a run of averaging like 13 points, 12 points, 13 points, or whatever it was over the last week. And this week he's been fully back, bro. The last 3 games he's been averaging 28, 16, and 8. Slight shit, you know, too much.
Yeah.
40% from 3. Yeah, it's not too
Here's
much.
the thing.
What's up?
When Trae Young got traded, we agreed to stop talking about the Hawks. Donovan, who's number 5 on this list?
Listen, man, fuck all that. He's restoring my joy and happiness.
And I'm glad you got your 30 seconds of joy and happiness. Donovan, who's next?
We're going with Jalen Duren next.
Oh, okay. I forgot about Jalen Duren on my list. I'm glad you remembered. I don't know why I forgot about him.
Okay.
Interesting. So once he gets your second All-Star.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's one of the main, like for everybody else, it's like I'm not really sticking to these hard and fast rules. The 1 seed, that's probably those 2 teams every year where I'm like, okay, you probably do deserve to have 2. And Duren has genuinely played his way into All-Star conversations with the leap that he's taken this year on both sides of the ball. So so Cade and Duren, one of the best 2-man games in the league. I'm taking them.
Okay, now we're here, and now we're going to do this as a group because I have no fucking clue who to go with.
You know who to go with.
I really don't.
I have a guy.
There's a guy.
I don't know. I have a few, but to decide which one. Franz Wagner hasn't played a lot of games. He's not played less games than Paolo Banchero by a good amount. I'm not going Paolo Banchero, clearly. Franz is like, he's been good enough that if you want to give them a slot. Like, I'm not like mad at it if you pick Franz. I don't feel inclined to be guaranteeing him a spot. Evan Mobley has a 57.8% true shooting, which is goddamn terrible for a big man. But that's not horrible for the usage and everything all considered. It's not like it's tanking. Still a great defender. Do we go with Evan Mobley?
No.
I don't want to go with Cat.
Can I throw out a name? That should be a no doubter.
No doubter. Okay, so who am I forgetting? If there's no doubter, I'm clearly forgetting them.
MPJ. I think one, if we are talking about the Eastern Conference being as bad as it is, and you look over and you see what Michael Porter Jr. is doing, and you see the number of buckets that he's getting on a nightly basis, we all have acknowledged the fact that MPJ is not getting fraudulent buckets, that he's getting real buckets out here. I think in terms of the top 7, maybe it may be a bit early. Maybe he could have been 7, but I think that MPJ should be on this.
If you think that I am picking an all-star from a 12 and 32 team that's went down by 50 points twice in the last week, you've lost your fucking mind.
They scored a total of 66 points a game a couple of days ago.
I'm just saying.
Against the Knicks.
And he played the whole game. He wasn't hurt.
He was like 4 for 12 from the field. Who was a part of the reason?
This is the part.
So people can't have bad games anymore?
No.
66 points?
You can't have
Come on,
games where
man.
you score 66 points in 2026.
I've never seen an all-star level player ever do that.
We've
ever.
seen way more 66-point halves this year. We've
Yeah.
seen countless 66-point halves. That's normal to score 66 points and a half a whole game. No, that alone, you cannot be on my all-star team.
Now,
I won't write his name on this
there
list.
were specific circumstances that led to that. You did have players only meeting Jalen Brunson and the Knicks just ready to come out.
What
and
about
beat-
yesterday?
And beat whoever.
They just lost the Clippers by a million.
The players only happened
He was
for like
3
one
for
game.
11 too. Come on.
It's like a shooting star. It happens once you have to be there to watch it, and then after that, it's gone. It's not coming back for another 94 years. That is the situation.
94 years. I guess I'm going to Evan Mobley. I guess.
Yeah.
Somebody has to get it. Evan Mobley isn't horrible or anything. He's still good. He just didn't take the leap he wanted.
We're disrespecting him.
He's here for good defense. I would like to see him have a more efficient season. It's been disappointing as a shot creator, but the offensive ecosystem isn't amazing around him by any means. We'll still go here for defense.
Yeah, I agree. Like, if I'm being honest with myself, if I was to start an organization today, I'm picking Evan Mobley over someone like Jalen Duren. It's just different when it comes to the level of expectation that we have for these two. Jalen Duren was always like a cool idea. Evan Mobley was also like an actual
Cool idea.
Yeah, and Evan Mobley was actually like a
Nice
productive
theory.
player since day one. And
Jalen Duren's been a vibe.
yeah, of course he is, but you guys are crazy.
Who's number 7 after Evan Mobley?
Are we going Bam or Norm Powell? I feel like
Norm Powell.
I feel like the Heat should have somebody.
No, I don't think we need to go Norm Powell. I was like, the start was good at the season. I don't think Norm Powell's an all-star.
So Bam.
What? You don't think Norm Powell's an all-star? 23 points?
If you want to go Norm Powell, I suppose. I don't think we need to put Norm Powell as an all-star.
Question. and I will say this. This question will directly lead to relocation and conference realignment in the NBA because we shouldn't have these conversations. Norm or MPJ?
Come on, please.
MPJ is better. I would go MPJ. I think he plays a more important role for his team. His team's obviously worse, but his efficiency in such a bad ecosystem is more impressive to me than Norm, who, when he was averaging 27 first 2 weeks, like, oh, okay, I guess that's all-star trajectory. Now it's a cool 23, which is like solid on good efficiency. It's not like it's amazing or anything. It's not like it's mind-blowing. It's his worst in 4 years. I don't feel the need to put a player who's a shot-taking specialist shooting guard that isn't a playmaker, isn't a defender. I don't think we need to put him on here for a 10 seed.
I only feel like we can't have Bam Adebayo on this list.
I would definitely sooner go Bam. But
I can't do that.
Honestly, they're both going to be alternates if they make this list. So, neither one are making my top 7.
Bam is shooting 44% from the field this year, bro. Now, of course, I will say, like, he's a jump shooting big now. He's taking like 4 or 5 threes a game, which is crazy. But
again,
still,
it's still also a brilliant defender. So he's much better than Norm.
I think I'm letting my expectation get to me when it comes to like being disappointed with Bam Adebayo and his production so far.
For me, my next 3 names on my list are Cat, Ingram, and Bam.
Okay. This is just straight up who has the best vibes so
like
far.
you can't put Norm over Ingram to me, who are both the shot creators of their team. One team is a lot better, and Ingram I think has been playing better. Now that's a debate I've never had in my head ever. So I don't. Maybe people could disagree that Norm Powell is better than Brandon Ingram. Not invested in that, but maybe the team success and the importance of Ingram to that team and how he's the only half-court shot creator like that from the mid range. I would go there.
I'd go with Ingram out of those 3. I'd go with
the
him.
vibes are the best of Ingram, so I would do that.
Okay, so Brandon Ingram is number 7?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think Cat has played at an all-star level this year. I think the offense is clearly taking a step back from where it normally is, and then the defense is what it is.
Yeah.
And even then, there were times last year where you could see Cat's defense, like even at the beginning of this year, moments where it was like, hey, maybe he's trying. It's gone off.
Yeah. So alternate 1, do you go Cat, or do you just say you're not making my team under any circumstance?
I may just be too close to the situation.
Okay.
so I'm gonna let y'all make that.
Your alternate 1. Who's alternate 1?
He's not making my alternate.
Don't pick him then. Who do you
Wow.
Maybe Bam here.
Yeah, I suppose you could go MPJ here if you really wanted to as an alternate.
Nah, I'm playing.
You just want to say it?
He's not a no doubter. So there's 2 guys on just like bad teams that I have for just like vibes and like fun consideration of like let's just get crazy, which is the conversation between MPJ and Con Knibble.
Wow, that would be so.
That'd be hilarious.
And just saying like, you know what? Every single tier in the conference is gonna get some type of acknowledgement.
Mm-hmm.
The tier for the bottom 5 would be, and really like the bottom 3 who are a tier of their own, would be like an MPJ versus Khan versus Siakam type of thing. That's kind of where like my last alternate would go. So for alternate 1 though, we'll go Bam. We'll give Heat their credit, and we'll give it to their best player.
I honestly love the idea of putting Khan on this list because he is one of the first humans in NBA history to be like, yo, the Charlotte Hornets, I changed their life. Like, yo, I kind of set things straight. and I let these guys know, not even let these guys know, I like set a standard for what being an NBA player is, because since bro, they're not trash. Around this time of the year, no one ever wants to talk about them at all. Like, of course, they had a year a couple years ago where LaMelo was an all-star and they were like hovering around 500 or whatever. But no one's really taking them seriously, and this is the most positive production that they've had in such a long time. So I kind of want to put Con on this if we get freaky.
Well, we both have one spot left. You want to put Con on your list?
I don't know if
Do you want to?
I don't know if I want to stand on it, man. Sometimes I just be talking.
Well, we have 2 spots left. It's me and you. I guess should I just put Cat? Like, it's probably like
Cat
Why,
doesn't deserve.
I don't know.
I mean, like I think for Cat, what's the case?
the case is that he's still a 20-point per game scorer that's been, for his standards, inefficient.
Yeah.
It's not like he's out here having a 50% true shooting. He's not horrendous. We just know him to be incredibly efficient. And the defense, it's not his worst defensive season or anything. He's not like sinking them. Now, he'll never be a good defender, so it's not a plus. But it's not like he's been an active disaster in either end of the court, is what I'm saying. So while he is disappointing and it is a problem for the team that wants to win a championship, for a regular season all-star type of award, they're a good team. They're the best team left that doesn't have 2 all-stars. Some teams below them do, like the Raptors. I suppose he's not horribly different than Brandon Ingram.
I think I'd rather go with Franz than Cat.
Oh, I forgot about Franz. Yeah,
Yeah.
Franz is on here. There you go. Thank God.
He said, "Oh, thank God, man."
There you go. Yeah, Franz Wagner is on this list. I forgot about him.
Yeah.
There you go, Franz. Now you get 1 spot left. I just explained the case for Cat. Pretty similar to Brandon Ingram. Do you want to go there?
No.
Okay.
He's not on. He's not on.
You can go Derek White. You can go Siakam if you want to reward a player trying hard on a bad team. You can go Porter Jr. if you want to reward buckets on a bad team, or you can go Con Knipple if you want to reward whiteness.
Or I could go Nikhil Alexander Walker. How about that?
I will not write that on my list.
One of the more valuable role players in the entire NBA. 20-point per game scorer. Great point
He's
of
averaging
attack
20 now?
defender. Yes.
Damn, good for him.
He's been averaging 20 for
Good for
the
him.
entire year.
Good for him.
Oh man, this is the worst pick to have ever. Like, this is the worst pick to have.
Derek White isn't a bad pick, or just Cat's
I'm not
easy
picking
one.
Derek White to be an all-star. I just can never do
It
that.
probably is Cat, but like my
It's our list. We don't fuck that.
Yeah.
Who cares?
right now, I'm between Cat and MPJ.
Personally, I think I want to put Con, bro. I think I want to put Con. He's a generational rookie in terms of
Con
efficiency.
Knipple, alternate number 3 for the All-Star game.
Yeah, man. Like, of course, like Con's if this is a regular year in the Eastern Conference, he's obviously not going to be an all-star. But for the sake of the state of the league right now and how everything's just laid out, and how he's just also like, he's legitimately made it so hard to think about who's going to win Rookie of the Year. Normally, like with years like this, at the top of the year that Cooper Flag has been having, you give him the Rookie of the Year award 2 months into the year. But it's like an actual debate, and seeing how historically efficient he is, how he's getting to the rim with like a couple of simple moves. He kind of has this old man game. I was watching this interview a couple of days ago where he talked about how his dad used to play him in old man basketball leagues when he was like 13, 12 years old or whatever, you know, and he had to just really focus on super fundamental moves. He's shooting 48% from the field, over 40% from 3. Give him the All-Star. Why not?
Okay. I mean, listen, it's alternate 3. Those guys there's not going to be 3 alternates in both conferences. That'd be crazy. So he won't make the All-Star team in our scenario, but if somebody had to get a nod there for a spot, that would be a deep cut either way. I respect it. Eastern Conference, man, what the fuck is happening? If Giannis goes out west, good Lord.
God, it can't happen, man.
It can't happen.
Is it Jaylen Brown's America?
Jaylen Brown's America.
He's not the best player in the conference.
He's not at all. It's somewhat like it was so fun to like acknowledge Jaylen Brown's leap, but the way people have taken it to being like he's the reason the Celtics are good, I'm like, we gotta calm down a little bit. Don't make me hate. Don't make me hate. The team is great.
Yeah, obviously Jaylen Brown has a lot to do with it.
Of course.
Come on now, y'all. Like, the reason
To me, it's a Joe Mazzulla accomplishment more than a Jaylen Brown accomplishment.
exactly.
And Jaylen Brown's a very important part, but the way people are like treating it like it's quarterback discourse and he's the end all be all is so annoying.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, like the Celtics being this level, honestly, fuck that. We should put Joe Mazzulla as alternate number 3 because the Celtics being like this good in the Eastern Conference this year. Obviously, the East is the East, but being this good, regardless of the fact with having such a lot of one-dimensional players on your team, while also just like having a very specific scheme and fit, elevating Jaylen Brown and putting all of the other guys in the perfect position possible, elevating guys who really ain't getting no burn at all or play any like meaningful NBA minutes, just turn them into useful players overnight. So wildly impressive.
Yep. And these are our NBA All-Stars in each conference. Let us know what we got wrong. Let us know what you hate. Let us know what we should die because we didn't put Denny Avdia top 5. I'll be reading the comments.
They are tapped.
They're going to attack us.
They're going to start tapping our phones.
At least you didn't leave Şengün off, so we didn't have 2 nations coming after us.
That's funny.
These international fans do not play at anytime we criticize Luka, international fans do not play. Next thing we're going to do, let's get into the news of the week across the NBA, everything we missed this week. Let's start off with the fact that Charles Barkley is upset.
Again?
Charles Barkley is upset that he is not working. He is upset that they were only on 2 times in the past few months. They were off for 2 straight months, he said, not being on ESPN. As you guys know, Inside the NBA was saved by ESPN, and they were placed rather sporadically across the NBA calendar, and Charles Barkley is mad about it. He said, "There's some fools at home and on the internet saying we were talking bad about the players, so they made us work less. Shut the hell up." How do we feel about this?
Listen, man.
I mean, it's kind of true.
They shoved him?
Yeah. Like, I think every time that Adam Silver has had an opportunity to talk about like the state of like NBA media, he never went out of his way to give these like glowing reviews of Inside the NBA, and he's just been like, you know what, they've been around for a long time. Shout out to them.
They're there.
Like they're there. But this is not the stuff that Inside the NBA does. That's not what Adam Silver wants, and so he definitely made that call. And I was a little bit more on their side, I think, as like the media rights stuff was going on. I was like, I mean, there's a place for him. And then we did that segment last year where truly seeing everything that Shaq had said compiled. I was like,
oh yeah. Last week was so unbearable. I'm not gonna lie. That was the most uncomfortable I've ever been in this set. And there's been so many crazy things like said ever throughout the history of this show. But that that Shaq compilation that we did,
I could have made you way more uncomfortable. I could have pulled out what he said about Angel Reese. I could have pulled out way more uncomfortable Shaq moments. I kept the light on you in terms of uncomfortable.
But I think that's the point, is that knowing that there's more. Yeah. Right? There's more than that. And knowing that that's like at the top and all like, honestly, Adam Silver probably had a PowerPoint very similar where he just had all the things that like Shaq and Charles Barkley were saying. He was like, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. So it makes sense why they're here, and also just like very other like niche like media stuff. That's just not how ESPN works, or like the things that they want to prioritize. Like that's just not the way that Inside the NBA works is not the way that like ESPN works or wants to operate. So it's like it makes sense why they aren't on TV all the time.
Yeah, I think they did them and everybody around the league who loves them a solid by even like saving the show. You know, like they're under contract at TNT. TNT didn't get the rights. The show could have just died. So bringing them in any capacity is like gravy, I feel like. Yeah. But I do understand why he feels this way from his perspective. But like you mentioned, from ESPN, from Adam Silver's perspective, it all makes sense to me. I've long accepted that I'm not the target audience for this show, and that there is a target audience who enjoys seeing their funny uncles make fun of whatever they make fun of. Not my type of thing. So I've never been one that was like, we gotta save it. But I understand many fans do like it and probably do want to see more of it.
Yeah, like I understand. For me personally, they were the target audience when I was 15, 16, 17 years old.
Exactly.
And they're like a good part of, they gave me so many good memories, so many random late night laughs at like 12 a.m., 11:30 p.m. too, whenever I would see them after the games and all that. But it just comes to a point to where they're slowly phasing out of what the NBA and really like the community as a landslide overall just value. And their jokes are cool still, but bro, like it's not the end all be all.
It's very similar to the First Takeification of ESPN, where when First Take was this novel thing that was in contrast to Sports Center, to Sports Nation, to Numbers Never Lied, all this stuff. Having this debate show was an awesome, cool, innovative thing.
Yeah. When
it became the main thing, when it became the only thing, it's like, damn, now I don't want candy for dinner. That's how I felt about the last 2 years of Inside the NBA. It's awesome when it's the face of our league, when it's the face of discourse, when it's the main characters. I would like some contrast there. And we do have that now. So I think, one, all good things come to an end. Two, something shouldn't be the main character of media. I think we're kind of in an okay place.
Yeah, that's fair.
And he also, Charles Barkley made this joke when they were talking about the Wizards versus Hornets game. He said, if you went to this game, you had nothing to do today. And Kevin Durant said, did y'all laugh at this?
Honestly, yes, Kevin, I did laugh. That was kind of funny. I actually, listen, it is okay to make fun of like two bad teams. Like
Yeah.
it's perfectly fine. Like I know everybody has like, you know, nice fun and like interesting players. For the average person, if you are watching Wizards Hornets, you're a sicko. Like,
and you could if you went to the game. If you're watching it in person, that's just funny. Like those tickets are probably extremely cheap.
Yeah.
This is the point where I think you can make these jokes.
Yeah.
When it's like the MVP's a weak bitch, you didn't deserve it. That's when it's a little different.
Yeah.
These slight jabs are okay. No one needs to be up in arms about two of the worst teams in the league playing each other. It's fine.
This shit was funny as hell.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
But I also understand why someone like Kevin Durant would be like, ugh, enough. That's how I've often felt.
Yeah, I understand. It's so funny because he was like, "Yeah, bro." He was complaining about how they said we talk bad about the players today in today's game, and they just directly shit on him the same fucking week. He's so hilarious.
Yep. Speaking of hilarious, Costco is going viral for selling Sacramento Kings tickets in bulk. You can go there and buy 2 tickets for the upper level for $59.99 in package deals at Costco. They have a bunch of these up here. Nice.
Smart. I don't see anything
That's
wrong
lit.
with this. I know a lot of people could view this as like embarrassing, but hey, man, in my mind, this is great marketing. This is great community building.
Oh, it's also embarrassing.
Why so?
why?
I mean,
Save money on tickets.
the need.
Invite new
Doesn't bode
fans
well.
in. I mean,
They should be doing this.
yeah. I think. I hope a lot of teams would do this more. Honestly,
Sure. Teams that can't sell their tickets.
you wanted to call them broke boys so bad.
If all things were equal, they wouldn't have to do is they can sell them full price because things are going well for the business. It doesn't exactly spell well for their long-term goals or short-term goals. It's a bit funny. The next to baseball tickets here, which baseball has 1 million games a year, so there's always some leftover tickets. It's only 41 of these games every year in Sacramento.
The baseball ones are the more. That's the one where it's like there's 81 home games a year. You like those tickets are cheap as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So like we have half the inventory and we're next to them.
Nah, that's fine.
Next news story. Giannis. After the MRI, they'll probably tell me I popped something in my calf and probably give me a protocol of 4 to 6 weeks. I'll be out. Giannis once again has a calf strain that he diagnosed himself in the locker room and said, miss me for 4 to 6 weeks, which was funny. Never seen a player do that. He's like, I've been here enough times. I know what's coming. But again, another calf strain for Giannis. Another injury to his lower body coming before the trade deadline when the team was floundering. I think it was after I remember correctly, another loss. The vibes keep getting worse and worse. And now he's injured through the deadline. Might not play another game for this team before the deadline, which take any implications you have there. Interesting.
It's over.
Shit keeps getting bad. And then
Yeah.
bad and bad and bad and bad.
The season's over. I don't think he's gonna get traded at the deadline. But I think
The
this
door's
season,
open.
it is.
Nobody wants to open it though.
He's saying the same thing. Giannis is saying, "Yo, the door is open, bro."
But nobody's brave enough to push that bitch through.
You
Everyone's
feel
just
that
like,
draft?
I see the crack.
That shit crazy, bro.
The 2 calf strains in the same season is
Yeah.
legitimately like worrying for me.
Yeah.
Where like we obviously know what it can lead to. And Giannis, like he's not super young. And if you trade for Giannis and worst case scenario happens, and now you're gonna give all of these assets, he's not gonna play for you again until he's like 33. That's insanely scary. So that's why I do feel like we kind of have to wait until the offseason. Nobody should take a gamble on trading for Giannis in the middle of a left calf of his second calf strain, recovery of the year.
But now for the Bucks' perspective, this is you never want to see a second calf strain from Giannis with everything you just alluded to, with how scary calf strains are in the modern NBA. If there was ever a time for Giannis to miss 6 weeks, though, now's the time. Because we said last week, I think the reality here is he's not going to request a trade. They're going to do it in the summer. That's when he'll probably be moved if things go as the way this situation has gone. Every single other time in NBA history, he will probably be on a new team next year, traded in the summer, right? But if he's not going to rip the Band-Aid off this year, the best case scenario for this team is to sit him down and say, listen, man, if you're going to ride this out, let's take a gap year. Let's shut you down. Let's get a high draft pick because this is one of the rare years we have control of our pick because the Pelicans are worse than us in the swap situation. If we get a top 10 pick, we'll probably keep it. This helps them do that. And I don't know if they get lucky in the lottery and get the 4th pick. I don't know if that's enough to keep Giannis there, whether it's trading that pick or getting a young star. I don't know. But it'll be good for the long-term goals of the Bucks franchise with or without Giannis to maximize this pick.
Brother, if they get good lottery luck and they get the 4th overall pick and they trade it so that they can be like
Mid.
be like, Giannis, please come save us.
No.
Everybody should lose their job on site. Like
especially in this draft class.
Yeah.
There's like 6 all-stars in this draft class on paper. They just take one.
Yeah. Honestly, with the way things are shaking out, because Atlanta's also in the conversation too when it comes to having partial control of both of these picks and picking and having whatever's more favorable, they're in a situation to where like they have potential to receive their pick back. And if that's the case, cool, that's amazing. Nothing would be more mind-numbing than the scenario you laid out in my head just now. If they did go ahead and empty out the clip and trade it for, I don't know, some other like random star who can play alongside Giannis, man, oh man, this front office and their brain cells need to be studied.
Enough talking about Giannis. Let's talk about the most important player in the league. Mac McClung has retired from the dunk contest after winning 3 straight. He was the first player to ever do that, and now he is hanging it up. He is done with the dunk contest. How do we feel on this sad day?
He's out of dunks.
He emptied the clip.
That's it. I understand. You have 3 classics. Why would I put my legacy on the line to go out for a 4th time and potentially lose? I'm not doing that.
Who the hell's going to be in the dunk contest this year?
I have no idea. I don't think they've announced it yet.
VJ Edgecombe was like, I'm too cool for that shit.
Yeah, and I saw some other player like decline it, or at least I think it was Jalen Johnson. They asked Jalen Johnson if he was going to be in it. He was like, I don't want to speak on that. Pretty clear indication he's not going to be in that shit either, which I didn't expect. But
did he do it before?
No.
Why do I feel like I remember
That
Jalen
was
Johnson?
John Collins, who was the last Hawk to do that.
I don't know why I felt like I remember Jalen Johnson doing it like 2 years ago.
Nah,
I don't know why it's in my head.
Yeah, he never.
Did you see that the internet bullied Luka Doncic into being insecure?
What happened?
He did a jersey swap with Najee Marshall, and he told him, "Let's do in the locker room. I don't want to show my body." They gave my goat body dysmorphia. This is unbelievable. He said, "Back there, I don't want to show my body." And he rubbed his belly. They gave my guy body dysmorphia. They ruined his self-image.
Man. Come on, Luka.
Did he ever go shirtless before?
Doubt it.
Players
On
usually
the
have like
court?
a tank top underneath.
Yeah, I guess he wasn't wearing one today. Maybe he never does.
No beater?
No
Damn.
beater.
That's crazy.
No tank.
Come on, Luka.
Listen,
Come
Look what
on,
you did to my guy. You are solely responsible.
I actually don't ever think that I called him fat.
But see how easy it was to roll off your tongue just now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you didn't have an issue with it.
Listen. It's not my fault.
We alluded to this earlier. Devin Booker has sprained his ankle. Somebody tweeted out it will be a 4 to 6 week timeline. They're just yapping. They're going to reevaluate him in 1 week. So now reevaluate does not say he will be returned to court in 1 week. They're just going to look at him again. Hopefully it's not a terribly severe ankle sprain that is like a 4 to 6 week, but something to monitor as a team that is currently a top 6 team in the Western Conference. I think clearly needs Devin Booker to remain there. If this is an extended period of time, issues.
Yeah. If he's not there, and especially if he keeps missing time, we're gonna have to give his spot to Dylan Brooks.
His All-Star spot?
and keep having, some
That
sons.
would be bar none the funniest All-Star appearance in NBA history.
Dude, Dylan
He
Brooks
would,
in
he
that
would take
locker-
25 shots.
If he's there and LeBron James is not,
Oh
my God,
he
that
won.
would be cinema.
He won.
Oh, victory.
Oh my gosh.
Victory. Like, yeah, it's victory over an old man that you sucker punch, but like, so be it. Victory is victory. I'm sure he's okay with sucker punch victories.
Yo, man, Dylan Brooks and All-Star.
And DeRozan's not there. Victory.
Oh my God, I can't, man.
Which, I have to pull up. Let's talk about that. Dylan Brooks has been on a media tour. It's been hilarious. I've loved every second of it. First, a couple days ago, he was on, I think it was an Agent Stream, and he said that he can yap to LeBron. Maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I wouldn't have been doing that. But these days, not the same. He'll say what he wants. Funny to say that out loud. Clearly true. And then on Agent Stream, they were at dinner, and he said the Raptors couldn't get over the hump. Agent said they did get over the hump, alluding to the fact they won a championship and were making deep runs in the playoffs. Brooks says, yeah, you know why? Because they got rid of DeRozan's ass. He wasn't pulling his own weight. It was his fault. I'm just keeping it real. Leading to Raptors fans being like, hey, leave him alone. And non-Raptors fans being like, facts.
Dylan Brooks, I'm not gonna lie, he's been fucking cooking nothing but the truth right now, and people hate it.
I've never seen a player be this honest.
Yeah.
While being active peers with these guys.
Yeah.
He will see DeMar DeRozan many times over for the next 3 years or whatever DeRozan's in the league for. And just being like, yeah, he was the issue. The all-star, bum.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I remember there was a quote by DeRozan like back in 2016 or 17 or one of those years, and he was like, yeah, man. After he got his teeth kicked in by LeBron, he was like, yeah, man, if we had LeBron James 2 on our team, we would win.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
That will do great in the future documentaries for LeBron James. And we build up the mythos of his era and how all-stars were actively scared of him. That'll be great. But for Raptors fans, I would have hated hearing that.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. Yeah, I mean, listen, Brooks, the history says Brooks is right. So what are you going to say?
Yeah, it's also interesting because I thought that like the way that he was talking, I was like, okay, maybe he was like in high school or in college or something. Like whenever this was going down, that's why to him it may feel differently. He was a rookie during LeBronto. He was a rookie in the league.
I didn't even know that.
Already out here.
I defended DeRozan. It was a lot different than defending Kawhi. And also, I remember I saw another clip unrelated to this where they were asking him who the hardest players to guard were, and he mentioned Kawhi. So maybe he just got to really, really, really respects Kawhi.
Probably.
He's just like DeRozan does not touch him.
Probably. This is also crazy.
He's so real.
It's pretty baffling to see this.
I need DeRozan to give him 40.
That'd be great.
He's so real for that, man. So real.
Yeah, it's like baffling because you don't see players act like this. And in some ways, it's like, is this in bad taste? I don't know. But then I'm like, I don't know. He's a villain on the court. Clearly a villain off the court. I guess he's just consistent. Fuck it. Go for it.
Man, he's so real.
Was it his birthday? Whose birthday are they celebrating?
I don't know.
At that dinner, I thought they were like in and out or something.
That looked like Waffle House also too.
Probably.
I saw a banner. I thought it said happy birthday.
It probably was Waffle House. They're in Atlanta, aren't they?
Yeah.
Probably was Waffle House.
I just can't read.
The Washington Wizards came out with the youngest lineup in NBA history with an average age of 20.64 years old, starting Trey Johnson in this lineup with Will Riley. Look at these beardless faces.
Good grief.
These
man.
are some young players. Holy shit.
No one in the team could buy alcohol except for Keyshawn George, probably. Damn.
Their average age of their team can't buy alcohol.
Damn.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
One thing that does make me happy is seeing Trey Johnson get more opportunity, though. He's a stud. Because everyone is...
Isn't this draft class crazy?
Dude,
no one gives a fuck about Trey Johnson.
Dude,
it's that deep.
If he came in last year, he would be like the runaway rookie of the year. It's hilarious.
The draft class is ridiculous. That Trey Johnson's an afterthought.
Yeah.
Are they better off? It's better to have a vet like CJ McCollum who is actively throwing games, or better to just not have vets?
Well, when you have a top 8 protected pick and you really want to get number 1.
No. Forget about that. I'm talking about the actual players.
What
Is
about
Trey
Trae Young?
Johnson's development better now that CJ McCollum is not there?
Sure. Trey Young's there, though, on the sideline. Yeah, it's
Oh,
fine.
God.
Give him motivational speeches.
I actually forgot.
Come on, guys. Give him motivational speeches.
Trey Young is a culture setter. Come on now. He's
Let's
applying
go,
those
Trey.
cool handshakes. Come on now. He's celebrating these guys off the bench. CJ McCollum ain't do it like that. And you know for damn sure, Chris Middleton ain't doing that shit either.
I'm sure CJ McCollum gave great tax advice.
Maybe.
That's undeniable right there.
I bet he gave him great tax advice, told him when to buy cars, how to write it off. I bet he was useful. Speaking of other injuries, before we mention them, we were talking about Devin Booker and so forth. John Morant is also hurt once again. John Morant will be out for 3 weeks before he is reevaluated for a UCL sprain in his left elbow that will not need surgery, but puts him out through the All-Star break.
I said I was back in on Thursday's episode.
Scammed.
Now, I said I was back in because of culture and because of attitude. I am back out because of injury once again. Get him out of here. I can't do this. It's so
funny.
back and forth.
Do you think this will stop? Every time someone gets hurt this time of the year, they're like, well, that complicates things for the All-Star, for the trade deadline. I think if you know John Morant's going to miss the first week on your team, I don't think that really affects your decision to trade for him or not.
He would have missed it anyways. I honestly don't think it would have mattered.
You bake that
bro.
type of thing in regardless.
Exactly. When it comes to trading for someone like John Morant, you bake in at least like 3 to 4 games missed every 2 weeks. You have to. That has to be a part of the game plan.
And if you are trading for John Morant, unless you're like the Bucks, you're probably going to be in a situation where your team sucks anyways, and it probably behooves you to have a better draft pick. So you do what the Wizards did, which is we're going to trade for you, and you're just not going to play.
Yeah. Let's talk about the other side of the 2019 coin. Zion Williamson's shoe deal with Jordan Brand is coming to an end. His contract is set to expire this year, and he's a potential sneaker free agent. They were saying you couldn't even sell Zion shoes at the Nike outlets. That those bitches were sitting on every shelf around the nation. I've never seen them in real life. I've just seen them on the show. When we
I will say that you're right. I've never seen anyone rock a pair of these.
I've never seen them mentioned, besides us mentioning them for being whack. Zion obviously hasn't been the most marketable athlete in the world.
Oh my God.
I'm not trying to be like Zion by any means.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I understand why they're not doing that contract again. I think we're in an era where everybody gets a signature deal, everybody gets a signature shoe, then that shit expires.
He has one opportunity to link up with somebody else, and get like a major shoe deal before he's gonna be over there with Li Ning and Anta and all them, and like the second.
I don't even think they would want him. He would fucking sign with DC or something, bro. Like skater shoes, bro. DC's no ridiculous. One wants him as representing them at all.
He's been signed with Payless. Get some Airwalks.
Airwalks.
Zion, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
No, he's gonna go to like Anta or something, or like maybe New Balance in the high end. Like he's dealt with premier brands. Why would any of the big, big four, Nike, Adidas, if you're counting Jordan Brand as a separate entity from Nike, Under Armour, why would any of these biggest brands want Zion Williamson? Right
he can go to Under Armour. Under Armour doesn't have anything, especially now that Steph left. What basketball
if your
presence do you
pivot
have?
From Steph Curry to Zion Williamson,
that's bad
when you
brand
are
PR.
Desperate,
you can't do that.
You do what you
I
have
think
to
they'd
do.
rather just not have a basketball entity.
Yeah, I'd rather not. That's terrible.
Just don't
branding.
put marketing dollars into basketball.
Mm-hmm.
If we're getting everybody, go to Puma.
Okay, I can see that.
Him and LaMelo being the face of Puma basketball.
You're just being the face of like the most unserious basketball brand.
Yes, but now we make ourselves. And listen, this is free game, Puma. But now, you make yourself like the like youngest, most flashiest, and you have LaMelo. Like it's straight highlight basketball, but it's better than what you have.
Yeah,
I guess so.
We're Puma, and our brand, we stand for fuckery in all aspects. Tyrese Halliburton admits he didn't travel to OKC for the recent game in which they beat the Thunder because he wasn't ready to go back after his NBA Finals Game 7 injury was there. He said there was some like late leaked text or something. He basically said, I want to go back when I'm ready to get revenge, essentially.
Makes sense. Good storyline. I fuck with it heavy.
Yeah, man, you better just hoop. Like,
dude,
this is a good storyline.
Yeah, I love it, bro.
This is a good. This is good honesty. I mean, I'm sure it is traumatic. So I get it in terms of like a human level. Good romanticization of your career to be like, yeah, I'll set foot in there when I'm ready for my get back. No sooner, no later.
Now
they better win when he comes back.
Yeah, exactly. Because they won't.
If he comes back, 2 points.
Because clamped by Casey Wallace.
6 to 6.
They're gonna bring this up again.
Cannot have that happen.
But I do understand it. Some people were like, "You're a millionaire. Go over there." Like, all right, man. It really doesn't matter if he's there or not. I think it's fine if he stays home. Like, I get it.
He like first play of the game. You get that tip. I don't care where you are on the court. That shot's going up.
Pull a mellow point at half court.
Yeah,
exactly. Pull it immediately.
And immediately start pointing the shade. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing.
So we didn't really talk about this, but there was that report from, I forgot who wrote it. Was it Baxter Holmes?
Yeah.
Wrote the big thing diving deep into Lakers dysfunction and the sale of the team and really family drama, the secession-esque story of Jeannie Buss pushing her two brothers out of the team to sell the Lakers to Mark Walter. I think essentially it boils down to the brothers wanted to put the team onto the open market and try to get a higher sell price. The $10 billion they got, they believe they can get 12. Jeannie Buss was cool with Mark Walter and was like, I'll sell you the team right now if you keep me in charge for 5 years. And Mark Walter was like, bet. So she left some money on the table to retain control of the team and push her brothers out because they all fucking hate each other. In this article, there was a point where they went over the last 5 years and Jeannie's relationship with LeBron James and how she didn't appreciate that he was viewed as the savior of the team. She reportedly tried to trade him to the Clippers in 2022. She felt like he needed to be more grateful for them drafting Bronny James. A whole lot of hoopla drawing in LeBron's name into it for one paragraph. That was the only part that got aggregated. Well, Rich Paul and LeBron are set to meet with Jeannie Buss to clear the air after a bombshell report claims she's been frustrated with him over the years. This is extremely funny because the second most important player on the Lakers is meeting with the second most important owner of the Lakers to hash it out. This is nothing.
First of all, love that story. Messy as hell. It was messy as hell.
It was.
I was sitting there reading it. I was like, man, this is good. This is good television.
This is journalism.
Yeah, that was awesome. And then also, she's just, to feel those feelings, I can understand why you would feel those feelings. However, I only understand those feelings if she's talking to herself in the mirror every single day.
Yeah.
Okay.
And saying like, oh, LeBron, he should have been grateful. Da, 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 da. Like there is a certain reality of y'all sucked. And y'all had the number 2 pick in the NBA draft 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
And weren't going anywhere. And then LeBron came in and everybody also.
Did they really have it 3 years in a row? It was Ingram, Lonzo, and then.
And D'Lo.
Oh, forget about
And
D'Lo.
Randall was pick 7.
Damn, yeah.
They picked it in the top 10 like 4 out of 5 years.
Damn.
And it
No,
was
4 in a row. 4 straight drafts.
Yeah, so it was awful. And I think I like people like me, I was jealous that LeBron picked the Lakers because I was like, they haven't been on anything for 7 years, and you just went and just blessed them because you can just go. That's really the prevailing sentiment, and it's correct. The Lakers did not deserve LeBron at the time, and they were not in a place where they were honestly going to contend until LeBron said, I'm here now, trade for my homie, and we're going to do the same thing that I've done the last 8 years,
Yeah.
and then we can win a title.
Well, I will say, that last part you said is why they're in availability to contend. That summer they got LeBron, they could have signed 2 max free agents. Paul George almost came with them, but then he snaked them last second and stayed with Russell Westbrook to run it back for 1 more year. So they were in a position to have a deep young core with all their picks, plus being able to sign LeBron and Paul George. So they weren't this, like, he wasn't going to, like, today's Warriors post Steph Curry retiring where there's no talent, no picks. Like, they did have all those young players.
Were you getting Paul George without LeBron?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe he would have more likely to come if it wasn't there. Mm-hmm. There was a whole thing going into why he decided to stay with Russell Westbrook for 1 more year for unfinished business. That's a whole thing, but there was a lot of noise that Paul George wanted to come home and play for the Lakers at that time. So there's if that OKC season goes a little bit more poorly, if him and Russ don't like each other, we could have seen Paul George come with him and then they trade for AD and have a big 3. So like there was a nice team to be molded in the same way there was when he went back to the Cavs. So I don't think he just did it out of the just like kindness of his heart to restore the Lakers. It was a good opportunity for a star to come in and be the guy.
Either way, LeBron is blessing you with his presence because you either have this idea of like, oh yeah, we can go get this big 3, and at the core of it, it's going to be powered by LeBron, who's in his prime right now, or you tell LeBron, we're here. You have a clean slate, and obviously people know how you operate.
Yeah, exactly.
We can go get your mans and free him out of New Orleans and bring him here. And either way, it worked. And most of the time, whenever you see the best player in the world, a majority of the time they're not going to go to a team that has picked in the top 5 for the last 5 or 3 of the last 5 years. That's not necessarily how it goes. So I do think that in terms of that specific feeling, she was probably out of line.
Yeah,
people also like I wonder if like the Bucks owner feels the same way about Giannis and be like, like he should be grateful that the Gnosis is here.
I think
the Bucks
every single owner probably feels some part of this because they're billionaires who are used to being the main characters and think they're the guy that made this all happen because I own the team, so I should get all the pride and joy of this team. We saw the resentment Dan Gilbert had when LeBron left. We know what happened with Donald Sterling and him wanting to be main character. This probably happens all the time. They just don't have the microscope that Jeannie Buss does. Mm-hmm. And they don't have 2 brothers who are going around the media outlets and being like, listen to what this evil sister said when I was there before she fired me. There's a specific circumstance of drama that makes her feelings be out there. I bet most of these billionaires feel similar sentiments.
Probably. They were saved, though. He did save them.
Sure.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
I just think they probably would have got saved by like Kawhi and Paul George if he wasn't there.
Yeah. Hey, they got the best outcome in general.
The Clips got saved by Kawhi and Paul George.
Yeah. When you're in LA, you get saved. That's what we call being a good free agent destination. You're gonna get saved eventually. But I brought this up not to really go dive deep into the Jeannie Buss thing. That's about a week old now. LeBron was asked about this and asked about his general relationship with the team. He gave some good regular PR answers. And then the one interesting part of this post-game press conference I thought was interesting is this where you want to finish the season? And I can't show you the audio, but you can see his body language. He just said, I'm good several times while rubbing his face. He went, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. That's how he said it. He said, I'm good. I'm good.
His hair hard as hell.
Despises me, man.
So like the tone of voice, either like I'm good.
Was going in, bro.
So like I don't really know what he means. I think it's probably I'm good on answering that question. I'm good here. But the tone of his voice, it wasn't like a resounding yes. It was either dismissal of the question or dismissal or just like frustration with the situation. It's kind of hard to tell.
Sounds like he's just like completely sick and tired of this whole situation when it comes to just drama in general. He's had so many questions that were asked of him when it comes to whether it be like how you feel about All-Star break, whatever, how you feel about X, Y, Z thing. And I think he's just like so tired and fed up with all the narratives that's happened over the last few, or basically throughout the entirety of his career. And now this like bombshell dropping on his head too is just, I think he just has no energy for this at all.
Yeah, no energy for this at all. That's definitely the answer. I just wonder if it's a frustration with the parade of it all in the media, or frustration with Jeannie Buss and the Lakers, like where the real issue is, and if it becomes anything.
It's probably a little bit of both. The same way that Jeannie felt, I'm sure LeBron is looking at himself in the mirror. He's like, how dare they treat me after I came here and saved this franchise? Da, da, da. Like, he probably has a little bit of that as well. And then, like, LeBron has told us at every turn, hey guys, I'm old. I just want to be at the house and chill and golf, and I don't want to be out here playing these games on these big marquee moments. Like, you've been in the league for 23 years. It probably is starting to get old. Like, he's 41. This can't keep going on. And I wouldn't be shocked if he's just tired, or if this is just like the last year that he plays for the Lakers, and then
trade deadline's in 2 weeks.
Come on now, it's not
story broke at an opportune time.
Nothing's happening, man.
I know.
I wonder why. I'm just saying.
But yeah, no, it does feel like the summer he's 100% gone. Like, people are talking about it now. Brian Windhorst is on TV laying out the outcomes, which was a funny statement. Did you see that? He was like, there's 3 ways this can go for LeBron James in this situation. He can stay with the Lakers, he can not be with the Lakers, or he can retire. Astute observation, Brian. Now tell me the 3 options for every other free agent. Keep going.
I didn't even see that.
There's 3 options how this can play out. Stay with the Lakers on a cheaper contract, go somewhere else to retire, or retire.
It's funny this is important anymore. Yeah, but
yeah, he's gone. He's gone as fuck this summer.
Perk was up there like, word. Like, that is true, Brian.
Do you think so? Feels like retirement tour is coming up next year.
It has to be.
Does he do it for the minimum and like ring chase with a great team?
No.
I think he probably goes back home to Cleveland.
He's better do it for the minimum then, like, or mid-level exception, like $10 million a year.
I think LeBron would. I think he knows that if he took the minimum and went somewhere, it will be a stain. If you took the minimum to ring chase, it will be like.
Is that a stain though?
I do think so.
I think I get what you're alluding to. I think in your final year, in your legitimately goodbye story, to try to contend one more time and say I'll sacrifice the money to build a great team, because if it's either Cleveland Cavaliers or Lakers, right? Either way, you would assume if he takes a minimum, that makes him a real contender with final year LeBron averaging 23 points per game on the minimum contract. I feel like you could say, like, I made the ultimate sacrifice. I was still great. Like, I think there's some nobility and some way to spin that it wouldn't be a stain necessarily.
It's maybe. Okay, so 2 things. One, I disagree with you, but I don't think that you're crazy in thinking that. I also do think that, like, it's him. So if LeBron takes the minimum to go to the Cavs, even if the Cavs miss the playoffs this year and LeBron goes there, people are going to look at Bron and say, oh, you are so lame. You ring chase. You did all of this, and treat him like the worst person again. And he's going to be the villain going out.
I feel like we're past that era of LeBron criticism, though, to that extent. Like 10 years ago, for sure.
He hasn't done a move like that, is the thing.
Yeah.
That we haven't seen a star, regardless of where we put LeBron in top 20, top 25, whatever. He's LeBron. We haven't seen a star like that who can still play at a pretty high level, take the absolute minimum to go do this. So it would be like the first in an NBA cycle.
Yeah, I understand that. I think regardless of if he was to do that and go to a team like, I don't know, the Rockets or the Warriors or whatever like crazy imaginative thing that people can paint in their heads, at the end of the day, like, his legacy is cemented. Him winning another ring or not winning another ring does absolutely nothing to his legacy. It's not additive at all, nor does it take away. It's like cemented.
I think it could be a good thing for him to do the minimum thing, if, like, especially if it's with the Lakers. I think if they do that cap space plan they have, and let's just say they sign Peyton Watson and Quentin Grimes, and they bring them in with that $55 million, split it up between those two, and LeBron comes back for the minimum, and they have like a legit team now, and like they're an actual contender because that's a deep team now that actually like had the best of both worlds. And God forbid they win a championship, win this farewell tour with the Lakers, like bridging the eras. I think that could be like a good legacy play.
Maybe.
Only on the Lakers or the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, 100%. No, if he goes minimum to the Warriors,
that's like
gross.
Even on the Lakers, just with all of like the drama that's been happening, and shout out to Quentin Grimes, shout out to Peyton Watson. If I miss out on $50 million for y'all and we don't win a title, I will be.
Well, that's the thing. He's not missing out on $50 million. No one's paying this version of LeBron James $60 million.
Yeah.
How much?
I think his market rate would be maybe like 30.
How do you even
25?
How do you even
something
quantify that? 42-year-old LeBron James. Like, I don't even know. Like, not max. I'll tell you that. Like, just all things considered.
All-star level, maybe like 35, 37. No more than like
If I miss out
40
on
for real.
$35 million for y'all two, and we don't win a ring,
Well, here's the thing. You're not missing out on that for me. You're missing out on it for you for wanting to romanticize your final year and being one of your preferred destinations. That's the price to pay. If you want to retire storybook-wise in one of your two homes, you get no money for it. You can go get $40 million from the Brooklyn Nets. I'm sure they'll love to have you for 1 year.
That's nasty.
Exactly. You'd rather
that
not do
would
that.
hurt his legacy
Exactly.
right there.
The money isn't worth it. So he's not doing him a favor.
Yeah, I lied, man.
no, I mean he would be doing them a favor.
But he's doing himself a favor because he wants to retire with the storybook.
It's a mutual favor. Like
Sure. Then that's a good deal then. A mutual favor is a good deal. That's adequate value for both sides. That's
a good deal.
I'm gonna need some money on the back end too.
Oh gosh.
Before we end this show, I have 3 TikToks to do for this abbreviated TikTok time.
Let's do it.
First thing we're going to do. Last week on Monday, we did you guys guessing the heaviest player in the NBA at every single position. You guys did a pretty good job.
Yes, sir.
Now you guys are going to guess the lightest player in the NBA at every position. It's a little bit harder. Point guard through center. Again, we're going off NBA.com listed weights that I think it seems rather accurate, but I don't know. Point guard. Who do you guys think it is?
Hands down,
Smallest dudes.
Rob Dillingham.
Ooh, that's good.
You would think. Rob Dillingham is listed at 6'2", 175.
Is somebody under 175?
Yes, there's several point guards under 175. It is not Robert Dillingham.
It's not Trey.
It is Trae Young. What do you think Trae Young's listed as?
I guess 162.
My guess is 170.
164.
Whoa, man.
That's light as fuck.
You know, there was an article one year, like way earlier in his career, where someone said, yeah, he gained 15 pounds of muscle.
What?
Yeah, it was disgusting lying.
There's no way
work.
he was 150.
I know, that's just straight lie. Oh, I do believe he was probably 150 at one point in his career.
High
But
school?
mad.
6'2", 150 in the league.
6'2", calm down. Calm down.
It's starting to make sense.
Shooting guard. What do you think it is? It's a true shooting guard.
True shooting guard.
Not a point guard. He's a shooting guard.
AJ Johnson.
Wow. Yes, it's AJ Johnson.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What do you think he weighs?
I think he's like
170.
170.
He's listed at 160. What?
Y'all need to get in the gym. Y'all need to pull up. Forget Planet Fitness, Anytime Fitness. You need to go to Diamond Gym.
With them yelling, I'd rather fucking die.
You need to run the hill.
Bitch, I'd rather die. That's funny as hell.
Small forward.
Okay, small forward.
This one's really hard. The next 2 are very hard. I'll tell you it's a rookie. To give you a fighting
shit.
chance.
I was going to say Mikal Bridges, but never mind.
Hell
Okay.
no, it's not Mikal Bridges. That's a grown man.
A rookie.
If Mikal Bridges was the lightest, that'd be crazy.
A rookie though?
Riley. on
Yes,
the
it is
Wizards.
Will Riley.
Yeah,
You were on
Will
this.
Riley.
You're
Okay.
hooping.
180 pounds.
Chet Fairs.
At
He's
6'8",
so small.
6'9", that's pretty light.
He's so small, man.
Power forward. Not a rookie, but a young player. And again, these are power forwards. So these are true power forwards. No small forwards. If I was doing a small forward, sometimes plays a 4, it could have been Jaden McDaniels, who's listed at 185.
See, I think like
Could it be Chet? Is he
that's
listed as
what
power
I'm thinking.
forward?
But he's also tall, so like
Chest of center.
there is
okay,
some
let's
weight
send
there.
this here.
Young player though.
Yes. You probably not gonna get this one. He's a young player on a rookie contract. Not super relevant, but you know his name.
Johnny Furphy.
Not Johnny Furphy. That's not a power forward. Damn. This is a true 4 that plays on a good team that you probably forget he exists.
On a good team. Maybe somebody like on the Celtics?
He's on the best team. You probably forget he exists.
Oh, so he's on OKC. A young 4.
for the Force. Brendan?
This is Ousmane Deng.
Oh, I
Man.
think you forgetting about him. all the time.
185 pounds.
I didn't. Okay. That makes sense, I guess, but I feel like that's kind of off. I don't see him as like a frail dude at all.
Yeah, but 4s are bigger guys. So, I mean, I guess a lot of the light 4s would probably be listed as a 3.
He just
Okay.
he just super lean. He just looks strong.
I don't think he looks strong, but I don't look at him just like, yeah, he can't lift
Skinny
20-pound
bones.
dumbbells. I don't think of that.
But 185 isn't too light. So, there's just not a lot of small power forwards right now.
Okay.
Center.
Chet,
Chet is listed at 208 pounds.
which is insane.
There is somebody at 205.
Someone lighter than him.
It
at
is
the
not
center
Chet.
Position. Someone who's lighter than that.
Who are the sticks?
I will say it's a player who's had 2. It's a player who's had 3 teammates on this list so far. I don't know if you noticed, 4 of these guys are on the same team.
Okay, so it got to be someone on the Wizards.
Sar?
This is Alex Sar.
Nah, I can't buy
He's
that.
205.
I don't
The
buy
lightest
that.
7-footer in the league. Who
That-
else? Think
that
about it.
can't
7-footers. Bol doesn't count. He's on the league.
Damn, Bobo's out the league. Damn.
Chet's 3 pounds heavier.
That's I guarantee you that's
In year
110% cap.
Alex Sar's kind of small. I mean, it's not crazy.
110% cap. I guarantee you he's more than Chet.
Nevertheless, 4 Wizards is hilarious.
Yeah.
He need to start wearing the jersey one size too small, make himself look
Yeah.
bigger.
The Wizards are not supplying the muscle milk. They're not
They
supplying
sell
the
protein
creatine.
powder.
None of it.
Me personally will mail you some Pediasure, man. This cannot happen.
That's actually all of y'all on the team bus. Diamond Gym. Diamond Gym.
Next thing we're going to do, I'm going to say a sentence. I want you to fill in the name.
Okay.
You'll see what I mean. It's a question with a fill in. You say the name that comes to mind. Tell me
Okay.
why.
Okay.
People forget that blank is a problem.
People forget that Brandon Roy is a problem.
Okay.
You're such an old head. No one thinks like that.
you have to have
That's why
time.
people forget. That's the point.
That's what I'm saying. You have to have time pass.
Exactly. People don't
man.
forget that Steph Curry's a problem.
People forget that Michael Redd is a problem.
People under the age of 18 do not know who Michael Redd is. So people definitely forget that Michael Redd is a problem.
Come on, man. I don't think so. These days, people forget D Rose was a problem. These days, people are thinking
The MVP who just got his jersey retired?
people would forget that. Yeah.
You're a crown eater.
People would forget that.
You're like
yeah.
those guys in TikTok.
You 10?
He's like those people on TikTok that are like elite ball knowledge pool and it's a Michael K. Gilchrist.
No, that's crazy. That's an indictment.
It's Kelly Oubre. Brandon Roy, Michael Redd. are definitely great
Anytime
answers.
people get a chance to overly glaze D Rose, they're gonna take it. So that is a valid sentiment.
That's the opposite of people forgetting though.
But people are gonna overly glaze. That's the point.
That's the
No,
opposite of the
no,
point.
That's not what this
Okay,
is
hold on.
about.
People are gonna always try to mention D Rose in these sentiments.
You're naming the opposite of the point of the sentence.
Even if it's not true, people are gonna say it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be true.
I guess.
They're gonna say it regardless.
You know what? Fair. So you got it.
You know what? So
I'm not saying I agree with it.
going to a new age player, people forget that Ben Simmons was a problem. People treat him like he was always garbage.
Yeah, that
People shit on him. People forget that he was actually good at some point because the negatives really, really outweigh the positives.
He'll be so good in. I hate to say it in today's league, but man, just a couple years ago,
He
fuck.
played in today's league.
Yeah.
He's in the league 9 months ago.
God damn.
Number 2, it's time to have an honest conversation about blank.
wow.
We are going to start a dialogue. My bad. We're going to start a dialogue.
It's time to have an honest conversation.
What was that commercial about? Probably something important.
He had a show on TNT for like a summer where Charles Barkley was like going around to like town halls and like he was like hosting town halls and like talking about like the socioeconomic state of the world.
The social
Shaq
political state of
was?
the world.
Chuck was.
Oh, Chuck was.
Have you seen
there.
that meme where it says we're going to start a dialogue?
Yeah.
It's from that.
I think that's what it's from.
We're going to start a dialogue.
Ew.
Who was the time to have an honest conversation about?
Let's see. We've talked about Paolo all year.
Oh, we've had many honest
Okay.
conversations.
On the more positive end,
Yes.
it's gonna be Keyshawn George. Hey man, the efficiency, what he's doing at the rim, real uncomfortable conversations will have to be had about him and where
Okay.
people see him among like one of the best guards in the league.
You know, in this very moment, it's time to have an honest conversation about Stephon Castle, whose numbers have reverted back to being exactly what they were as a rookie. That blip of him dominating OKC and being looked like an all-star kind of came and went.
Give him time.
Yeah, so I'm not talking
Time to
too
have
much
a
on that.
dialogue about the goddamn Eastern Conference
Oh, yeah.
in general, in the state of
Let's
it.
have an honest conversation about the fact that Giannis might leave the East and it might be the worst conference in any sport ever.
Unbelievably bad.
Yeah, I have nobody. If it was, yeah, I don't know. Adam Silver. we gotta keep having this conversation. Never let up.
Okay.
Why does everybody pretend they like blank? Why does I said that weird. Why does everyone pretend they like blank?
Draymond Green. 2025 Draymond Green.
Why are people being honest with themselves?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody pretends they like Draymond. I think everybody says they don't like Draymond.
Maybe internally they pretend to like him, honestly.
Okay.
Steve Kerr for sure pretends to like him.
Definitely.
Guarantee I can see a world where like 10 years from now they just don't talk at all.
Curry's his patience is running thin.
Yeah. Who else fits this?
Who does fit this?
Why does everyone pretend they like blank?
I think that's probably like, why does LeBron pretend he likes Luka? That could fucking fit. Because them two as a duo don't fit at all.
Eh.
They don't fit?
Why does Steve Kerr pretend? Actually, he doesn't. I was gonna say, why does Steve Kerr pretend that he likes Jonathan Kuminga, but he no longer does that.
Oh no, that's blatant as hell.
Now he's like, I hate this guy.
He would tell you this publicly himself.
Ooh.
I'm feeling like a trade target that fans all. This really applies to like a player that stinks, but other fans think they don't.
Listen, and maybe this is hating, but why does everybody act like they love Larry Marketing? Like, he's cool, but I do feel like because he is like one of the top trade targets, everyone's like, yo, he would just change lives. It's like,
I think he would.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not 100% sure.
I'm thinking like jerseys or some kind of like off the court thing.
Oh, for that, listen, you know I have to listen to that.
Yeah,
I
this gotta be a player.
I thought we were sticking players.
No, do whatever you want. Why does everybody pretend they like blank?
Why does everybody pretend that they like just mismatched colors all the time? It's too many colors. We talked about it the other day. There was a game because of the new world that we live in where there was 2 gray jerseys on the court.
Oh, I have a better one. That was also gross. Why does everybody pretend they like the old physical defense in the 90s? Anytime a team comes out today and they play that physical defense, you fucking hate them. You guys love the crayon eater, high octane offense basketball with all these points. Don't pretend otherwise.
Y'all couldn't survive in the dead ball era.
You would have hated it. One Ron Artest comes to the league today, you would run him out.
I mean, not really. Lou Dort is still employed.
And they hate him with all their hearts. You guys enjoy watching the threes. You hate physical defense. Just own it.
If Lou Dort ever did, nobody's ever been as crazy as Ron Artest. The man threw an elbow at James Harden.
That shit was so crazy.
Because maybe he would have deserved it.
That shit is so crazy.
Okay. It's time to admit blank is better than blank.
It's time to admit that Con Knipple is better than LaMelo.
Been admitted that.
I've
been on that.
I like that.
I've accepted that week 1. Is it time to admit Franz Wagner is better than Paolo Banchero?
I think Magic fans are slowly starting to get to that point right now.
As of today, Paolo, we keep saying this, Paolo should be better than him, so he should pass him back up. But as of today, it's time to admit that.
It is very like awkward. It was awkward for me to hear, if you know it might be the truth, that Austin Reeves is better than LeBron right now.
Oh yeah, we've been accepted that.
Yeah.
Fly high, sweet king.
Does the league wide know that now? I don't know.
You know what people should know? Is it time to admit that Scotty Barnes is better than Evan Mobley? Did the Raptors win that war? They get the rookie of the year get back?
Such a poverty war, man.
There was wars. Last year they were getting stomped out by the Evan Mobley FC.
All right, who's the worst player that we can say is we're putting over Bam?
Over Bam?
Yeah.
Is it time to admit Jalen Duren is better than Bam?
Ooh.
Listen, that's the one that we have to start the dialogue. How many more years can we go saying, I mean, he's Bam? What does that mean? What conversations does that put us in? I need clarity.
Is it time to admit Nemias Queta is better than Bam?
Oh, wow.
Come on.
Too far.
Is it time to admit Jordan Walsh is better than OG Anunoby?
That's way too far. That's way too far.
That's funny.
Blank looks like he can't fight.
Oh, it's a long list.
There's a lot of guys who look like Jalen Johnson looks like he can't fight.
Come on, man. Do you not be seeing you're not fazed by the Kadoosh's? Well, come on now. He's Kadoosh, man.
Jalen Johnson Kadoosh?
Yeah, for sure. That's his signature move every time he gets an answer.
Dude, you sound like a Mario character.
That's what he does, man. He never gets to no real scope. He just looks at someone. He's like, Jalen Brunson will get pieced up. He's no hits.
Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart both look like they get fucking.
I think Josh Hart would stand a chance, but Brunson, nah.
Yeah, because Josh Hart's gonna come from the back.
Josh Hart.
He's got some tricks up his sleeve.
He's a dirty fighter, man.
Listen, everything's on the table in the street fight.
Thumbs are flying. I don't know where they land.
As long as I'm walking away and you're not, I'm winning. And that's what Josh Hart is about.
Blank needs to lock the fuck in.
Oh
John Morant needs to lock the fuck in.
There's so many players who need
John Moran
to
needs to be
fucking-
locked in more than DeAndre Ayton needs to lock the fucking. Nobody in the history of athletic sports has ever needed to lock in more than DeAndre Ayton. Like, have you ever seen a player whose one missing piece is not being locked in like that? Like, he really is next level unlocked.
I mean, he really like let us know from the start of day one of his career that he's not trying to be locked in. At
I'm
all.
not. I'll lock in for 4 years and I'm done.
Yeah.
So maybe he's honest. But I've literally never seen a player whose main detriment is not being locked.
I mean, Udoka needs to lock in. I think he needs to lock in. He needs to really see the value in Reed Shepherd and let him loose up a little bit.
Giannis Antetokounmpo needs to lock in and request that goddamn trade. He needs to lock in and accept that he's not going to be the fan favorite forever.
I mean, Cat needs to lock in.
Oh, for sure.
I said DeAndre Ayton is the least locked in player I've ever seen. Maybe we have a rival.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
I can't explain to you the levels of not locked in that I have seen.
I can explain him just fine. In
Also, Mikal Bridges needs to lock in too.
I saw people say he doesn't miss any games, but he takes games off. He's not locked in every night. He plays, but he's not playing. Blank is the GOAT if you really think about it.
If you really think about it.
Who's the GOAT?
I think he could be the GOAT of anything. Whatever that means to you.
Okay.
We do have to think about this.
Honestly, Kawhi is the GOAT.
I was
Like
thinking
when it
the same
comes to
thing, yeah.
being like halfway there, halfway not, always finding himself, seeing people talk about him as a top 10 player for random spurts every single NBA season. He's the GOAT at that.
James Harden is also really the GOAT if you think about it. After OKC, it's Houston, it's Brooklyn, it's Philly, it's LA. Like, I'm just living in good cities the whole time. Also, along the same lines, Joe Johnson is the GOAT if you think about it in terms of the cities that he lived in. It's like Atlanta, Brooklyn. Like, he only lived in cool cities.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else can be the GOAT?
Michael Porter Jr. is the GOAT right now. He fucking single-handedly dismantled the narrative around him just being like a empty stats player, potentially before the season started. People were talking about him being an all-star. All right, MPJ.
People, he's just me.
Last thing we're going to do. You guys cannot say a word, shut your traps, until I name a player better than 2022 Steph Curry.
2022 Curry. That's Finals MVP Curry. It's going to be hard.
No more words. 2018 James Harden. Start off hard. No hesitation? Okay, no lips are moving. 2017 Russell Westbrook. Player worse than Harden, I get it. Still quiet. I understand. No, put the hand down. Put the hands down. Be honest. Okay. 2024 Luka Doncic. You want to talk about points, rebounds, assists. 2022 Steph couldn't keep up. No, okay. Oh, thumbs down. Resounding. We're going with Impact Man. We're going with Gravity Man. No words. 2026 Wemby. Best defender on the planet. Damn, you're killing Wemby? Did you beheading him? Good Lord. I said don't talk. I didn't say destroy. 2019 Giannis. Or 2020. The one where he won the DPOY and MVP. But no ring. No Larry, though. No Larry, though. 2014 Kevin Durant. One of the greatest scorers of all time at his athletic peak. You look like you're having some hot flashes. 2007 LeBron James.
My time has come.
Ooh, you were young LeBron. You're not saying anything, though. He's still quiet.
Young LeBron. Come on now, man.
Young LeBron was still amazing.
The two-way impact.
Took him to the
three-point
finals.
shot necessarily wasn't there, but still didn't fucking matter.
But he wasn't as developed as 2022 Steph.
Still special.
2006 Kobe.
Come on, man.
He's still
doing
quiet.
too much.
He's
He's
still
doing
quiet.
too much now.
2023 Nikola Jokic.
Yo, I gotta
God,
step
we
on
gotta
this
stop
stuff.
here. Oh,
Okay,
it
there
is
we go.
there.
We got to stop here.
Nikola Jokic got it.
Yeah.
Wow.
We got to stop here. Oh, seven.
Wow.
No jumper?
Didn't matter.
No jumper's ridiculous.
Didn't need no jumper to get to the finals.
No
That's
jumper.
that's
That's the original.
that's
like,
additive. To
we're gonna come in here. We're gonna build the wall against him. He won't score.
No jumper's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
And that's the end of this episode. If you're still here, comment who you think is better, 2022 Steph Curry or 2007 LeBron James. And we'll see y'all next week. Or actually, we'll see y'all on Thursday for this week's episode. I will tell you the topic, but I haven't decided yet.